Let's begin. It is cold in the land of Hexwell. Snow falls at a constant and under many layers of snow, as well as bellowing winds and storms, lays a gorgeous land filled with politics, festivities, and some intrigue. It is close to election season in the Cloudtop region, where a new elective will be chosen to rule with the Red Council, which happens every 2 years in most regions. And with tensions high, Hexwell has ways of relieving the stress for the people. Every election year, the region of Yorewood, located northeast in Hexwell, holds the Rudenvale Festival in a small town called Rudenvale. Here, those from all over Hexwell in political elective status attend the festival and commingle with the citizens and put differences aside to have relaxing time for 20 days. Marcus Yorewood, the oldest son of the Yorewood family, has given his seal of approval for the festival to commence, even though events recently have not favored the political gratitude of the Hexwell region. He still thinks that this is a time in which spirits need to be raised and people need to have some fun. No politics need to be talked about and no deals need to be made. This is a time of festivities, but before that can be begun, the days leading up to the festival, precautions need to be made, as well as the arrangements handled. You all approach the festival. As you guys do so, you see that there is a letter that you all have been given to meet Marcus Yorewood in the nobles' quarters established in a tent in the rear of the festival. As you all walk inside, you feel the warmth hit you and the cold wintry outside exit. As you walk inside, you smell tobacco. As you see a man in his 30s, dark tan skin with slick curly black hair and brown eyes, short cut mustache and sideburns, wearing a thick coat resembling brown tan embroidery. He has matching pants and shoes as he speaks to you all as you enter. Why, thank you all for accepting my letter. Now, excuse me while and you see he goes and gathers part of his pipe, he empties it and goes and loads another one. I want to enjoy this pipe really quickly and finish my drink. If you would, please tell me who you all are once again. And, your names, as he looks at you. Wade, what is your character? Jimbo? And you're a automaton? Or what are you?
No.
Alright, you're level 6 artificer. Everybody's level 6. And then what are you, Bryant?
Nice to meet you. I'm Captain Broomhand.
Smoking. Broomhand.
Yep.
Nice to meet you. What about you?
Po' boy Pewter.
Pee-pee!
Haven't heard that one before.
Well, nice to meet you. You guys wait a few moments, drinks are passed. You guys sit there for a couple seconds and then... well, I've called you here. As you can't tell, and you notice as you guys approached, there were tents being mantled up in the city square of what you can tell right outside of Rudenvale, which is where you guys are located. So there is, skepticism that I have about this festival. I have given my seal of approval, but the festival master has come to my attention recently that he has been underpaying many of the guard and he hasn't been feeding them very well. Many of them, I feel, may not be doing the job, if caring at all. Now, we have electives that are going to be coming over the coming days. Some will be here tonight. They will be having dinners, meeting with citizens, doing the whole show. I need to make sure this goes over well. Can't have any issues. This all happens in my name. If electives end up having things happen to them under my control and under my jurisdiction in my region, Well, my father and the rest of the Yorwood family will be quickly to push me out. Plus, it'll scar the family for quite some time.
Family rich?
Yes.
Paid?
Oh, yes. You will be paid. That is not to be worrisome. Easy to possibly even retire on. That's how important this is. Easily, probably 20,000 each. But I need this kept under wraps. You see as he looks, he kind of relaxes back, but you can tell he's been stressed. It has come to my attention that this festival master, he runs with some, let's say, wild ones. I don't know where they come from. Many come from Geom. We don't have track on them. They didn't attend any schools, and they travel with him and throw up this festival. When he's not here in Rudenvale, he travels around the regions, and I even heard he leaves the cloud tops. But that's just here or there. We still invite him back as he throws a great festival every year, but he's cheap, I'll be honest. But I don't know if many more years I'll be hiring him. I need someone to keep an eye. Now, you all have been hired. He looks at you. Gnomish, what was your name?
Jimbo.
Jimbo, you are going to be disguised as a mechanic. Your info you have sent me leads me to assume that will help. You, the gambling, yes?
Absolutely.
And, the bodyguard district, I heard you wanted to be ahead of making sure some of our soldiers were, making sure they were looking after, which, I'm gonna be honest, that might just be a dead end. You can try, but a lot of these soldiers are fucking useless. That's why I've called you here. Might be a good disguise, though. Good in, get you some knowledge. Some of them might even be corrupt for all I know. I'm not paying them, but I do pay. And he kind of points over, and you see a poster as he pulls it out. This is the festival master. It's Rinda Ritchie. You can see it's a pale, white elf. That's all you can really see from the picture. He's been running things for a while now. He's had a long vacation, though, with some of the elections running dry over the last 2 years, but now he's come back and got a new swagger about him. Let's keep an eye. Now, we don't talk about anything that happened here, and if anybody asks, you don't know who I am. You're just working here.
I already forgot who you are.
Exactly. Now, you can attend the games, ask any questions, basically have full jurisdiction over these lands while you're here. Now, do not do business in my name, though. So, if you run into trouble, do not say, "Oh, Mr. Yorwood," that will not get you anywhere. I will not come to save you. They will think you are lying. I will deny I know you. End of that. Now, the money, it will be waiting here in my tent upon the end of the festival. Now, 25 days. If something happens before then, and this festival master, let's say, turns up to be corrupt or something before then, payment is done upon the completion of this, I'd say, endeavor. You can go on your way, and if anything else come awry, I may send another letter. We may be back at this again, maybe a couple years from now. But for the time being, I just need to know that things are going fine. There's a dinner tonight. I'm sure he's going to lead it. You probably won't be invited. That's okay. You need to just be nosy about it. You need to poke around, see what's going on. See who he's hanging out with. See what's going on. If the festival's real, we know that. He's got people that works for him. They're quite talented. But don't let them cheat you. They will lie. They'll deceive you. They'll lead you down different alleyways. Now, for some background, Rudenvale is like a very small town. Population of like maybe 70. The only time it is populated is during this festival, which is every 2 years during the election season. It lets people, hang out, relax, get the politics off their mind for a month, leading up to the big, it's political season. Now, this is also a time where the mystical dungeons kind of start happening, where people start recruiting and all this. That's kind of on the side note, but that's also kind of off happening as well, so that's a prominent thing. But basically, this is a small cobblestone road festival that's happening. It's quite cold here, like everywhere in Hexwell, but there is a magical aura that is happening over the festival that is kind of warm, that you'll notice as you guys have walked around. Now, as you guys are here with Marcus Yorwood, is there anything you guys wish to ask? Or...
So, you say that some of the guards, they're frankly useless.
Oh, yeah.
And they're not being paid correctly?
I mean, we hired, I think, anywhere in the ballpark of 20, 25, and I think maybe 10 called for roll call this morning when we started setting up.
And they're being underpaid. Is what you said, that's what you told me.
I'm pretty sure. Like I said, I don't pay them. I pay Rendell.
The Rendell.
Rendell takes the money and pays them. He provides the gods. And these people aren't going to be well looked after. That's why I got you guys here.
Well, in my experience, I've done a bit of guard work. I've hired myself out on a number of occasions. They call me captain for a reason. I try to run a tight crew. And typically in guard work, anytime a man's risking his life for another, you get what you pay for. And if they're being underpaid, that may be why they're useless.
I mean, agreed, but regardless of the fact,
So,
why are they being underpaid?
good question.
That is a good question.
I'd love to find out. But to get the ball rolling, maybe get some of these knuckleheads to pull their head out their ass. I would love.
I'm not giving you any money. I'm not going to get... I already paid him. I already paid him. That's why you're here. I'm giving you $20,000 to go strong-arm him. Figure out why they're being underpaid. Where's the money going? What is he doing with it? The festival's not getting any better. I see his tents are starting to wear down. They're tearing.
All right.
They haven't been repainted in probably 8 years.
No advance. All right, I can work with that.
If they want to quit, just quit. They're not doing anything anyway.
Harder, but I can work with that. All right.
What about you, Gnome? What can you do? Nothing, exactly. All right, so, no.
I can fix things.
Can you, though?
What's your opinion on unionism?
Can you, though?
Yes.
I don't have a good background with those with the mechanical features. I once rode a ride. Hey, I rode a ride once. They told me it'd be safe. I was stuck at the top of it for 2 hours. Then I had to go down a cart backwards. Like a little boy screaming. Never again. Anyway.
That's an odd one.
That was out of left field.
So,
Any people of interest we should be interested in?
just keep the electives safe. Citizens as well. Electives will probably be arriving around duskfall. They'll probably want to eat, make it to their quarters. Just need to make sure that's pretty safe. Now, bad thing is, not much guard here. And like I said, they suck. Like, they fucking suck. Even the ones that are guard here, they don't fucking want to be guard here. They're probably just here for the free festival, if I'm gonna be honest. Nothing really happens here, but... I'm just gonna be honest with you. There's been airships that have been stolen within the last couple months. There's been people that have been being broken out of prisons. All kinds of shit has been breaking loose across the regions. I don't need it happening in your wood, alright? Because if something happens, I'll kill you myself, because I'll be dead probably. So I might as well just kill you. If I even can. I might as well just try. So, once again, I need some info. And if nothing's even going on, just enjoy yourselves. Play some of the games, hang out, do whatever you want to do. But don't argue when something does turn up. If you gotta do a little something to earn your wager. You know what I'm saying? Now, as you see, he kind of just leans back. I have a bath I want to take. As there's a show tonight, and I must be returning back to the city before the night is over, so you guys are going to be my eyes and ears for the next couple of days before I return. If anything happens, you're going to tell me when I get back. Understood?
How would you like us to do that? We're not to associate with you.
I'll be in my tent. I mean, it's a fest. Yeah,
Not suspicious.
I didn't think that far ahead. I mean, what? You got a better idea?
I mean, not particularly.
How about this?
Do you have a middleman you trust?
No, that's why we're here. I don't trust anybody.
I guess we're just gonna walk right up to the tent.
I mean, they probably already know something's up if you're already walking in here now that we've talked about it.
I mean, yeah. Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Well, definitely don't go asking questions right away. Maybe go play a game or drink a couple beers or do something.
Let's go. Let's see. I can do that.
Make sure there's nothing illegal going on, too.
It's a festival.
Within reason.
Okay.
You know, there's a couple young men or girls off in the corner doing whatever with whatever liquids or herbs, whatever. But can't be having anything like illegal beasts or illegal magic going on in the festivities. People start using it against other citizens. Just step in. And be gone! Jefferson, my bath. Prepared. I'll see you in a couple of days. You guys are exiting the festival, or excuse me, exiting his tent. And as you do so, you walk out into the street. You guys see about, let's say 300 yards, the small center of this town of Rudenvale, where this festival is being set up. You see tents and a couple Ferris wheels, actually. 2 smaller ones and 1 larger one kind of in the center. You see a larger tent in the back. And as you guys start walking up, is there anything you guys want to do as you guys walk out? This is basically like between his tent and the festival. If there's anything you want to do before.
I don't think so. We are walking towards the festival. We've already left his tent. Is that correct?
Yeah, you guys are like on your way out. I mean, is there anything you want to say as you're like walking out?
Do we know each other?
No, this is like the first time you guys have ever met.
What's this about? Like
What about?
I mean, I've seen gnomes, and I've seen like some automatons, but I've never seen an automaton in the shape. Were you born this way? Were you created? Is this a curse? What's going on?
Created.
You were created.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. I
I'm
mean,
old as shit too.
oh, really?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Kind of freaking me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I wasn't activated all that time, but I was built a long time ago.
I'm gonna
Oh,
walk
okay.
up,
They put me in like sleep mode.
start knocking
Okay.
on
Ting, 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 ting,
like,
ting.
your body.
All right.
Some dude picked me up and like that's just yeah.
Can you do that outside my tent at least?
Okay.
We did walk out of the thing.
You're still walking out.
You said we walked out.
Putting magic in items nowadays too.
Oh yeah.
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 We walked out, and 300 yards away was
Yeah.
the center of.
I cannot imagine what it would be like to be the most, like, the smartest person.
I'll let it slide this
Yeah.
time.
Usually I'm pretty good at like talking to people, but
At this point, you notice that instead of like the
Not a
head,
person.
yeah,
instead of the
I
head-
know, right?
instead of the head of the plate armor,
Uh-huh.
because like this is like I'm like a medium creature.
Yeah.
You're hearing my voice come from like the chest of the armor instead of where the helmet is.
Yeah. Okay.
So when I knock on the thing, is it hollow?
Like, right, is this
it hollow?
like a curse? Like, were you bound to a suit of, like an empty suit of armor?
No, I made this armor.
Oh, that's cool shit. That's cool shit. That's impressive. Is fine craftsman work? Is it fine craftsman?
Wait, there's a gnome in there?
I don't know. Is there?
It fucking
Is there?
kings open
That's
like a fucking
cool shit.
pilot.
He's gonna take his dagger. Just be like,
All right.
And I'm just sitting there like, hi.
Damn.
You see a couple people heading to the festival, just kind of looking over as you three are just like staring at this little, like, they're just kind of, and you just see a guy with daggers off, and they're just like, oh, they must be part of the festival, honey. Just come on.
Yeah.
They just kind of make their way in. A boy's like, oh, okay.
Okay. Yeah. All right. What? What's your story? Like, what's like?
I close it.
What up?
I'm a bit of a carny myself, so I'm gonna fit in real well here.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool.
I don't really have a home.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. I mean, that's cool too. The like wanderer's lifestyle. Yeah, that's good. That's, something really interesting about them. Our characters now know more. Yeah, man, it's almost like I can take fucking.
At about that time, everybody give me a perception check.
Yeah. Oh, dog shit, please.
6.
18.
And
So you guys are just conversing, and while that's happening, you see over their shoulders just kind of like a dust, like almost like cloud kind of erupting, maybe 5-10 feet off the ground. You see citizens and people near the gate, they start just scattering. And out of nowhere, after a moment, you hear and you see two individual small cat-like creatures kind of running out with one elf individual with like what looks like a harpoon-like thing running behind him. Get back there! And he's just running, and you see these just terrorizing. You see one citizen just comes up and it just takes this woman down, and she just goes down onto her back and just starts getting mauled by this lion. Or lion-like creature, from what you can tell. You see dust just swirling up around it. Another one comes next to it, just grabs onto her leg, starts digging into it. You see Marcus come running out of his tent. What the hell's going on?
I mean, how
He looks at you. I'd say it's about 150 feet off from where you guys are.
I'm already running.
So you guys are just...
yeah,
I don't know about them.
I am.
So you guys are running. Marcus is like, that's what I'm fucking paying you to do! And you guys are running out towards this. What are you guys doing? He goes back in his tent. Fine! Get us in my bathroom!
What the cat was back?
You guys make it, I'd say about 50, 60 feet away at this point. You see that part of her leg is starting to be just mauled on it. She's trying to get away. You see this guy just kind of gouge part of one of these creatures with this long spear. As he does so, it kind of rears back and claws back. He kind of jumps back, keeping a good distance. He starts saying, get back! Give him this! Get back, everyone! He needs 20, 30 feet! It's out of control! And he's looking at him. You see he's got claw marks all up and down his arms. What are you guys doing?
Are you trying to kill this thing or tame it? What
I mean, if we could just stop it for now, but I mean, and you hear that, please help me! And you just hear these large two cat.
How far is it away?
You guys are 50 feet.
Yeah.
Okay.
fucking.
You see citizens. Somebody do something, Jesus Christ!
I'm gonna just charge forward, and
So you just,
I'll have my shield out. Right.
so you just off the back, over the shoulder, pulling it down.
Go with I take the dodge action.
All right, so you just, you're running up, and how close do you get?
I'm right by him.
All right, so you guys go 50, 30 movement, up 20 feet.
Sure. Yeah. I'll be
All right,
20 feet away.
and then you just take your dodge action, and you're just, and what are you doing?
Yep.
I'm going to try to get close enough to lightning lure it.
All right, how far do you need to do that?
I need to be within 15 feet.
Okay, so you're not gonna be close enough. You're gonna need to double dash to get close enough, and then you'll have to wait. I mean, you can do so. What are you doing while this is happening? Unless you got something else you're doing. Yep.
I'm looking.
Just like he's just being arm and legs just being teared asunder. This guy's just kind of poking at the back. You see blood on the back of the leg of the beast, just kind of dripping.
at this point, have my shield up, sword drawn. I will start like circling around
fairly gracefully.
All right. Now, as you do so, you see that these are like very thin-furred beasts. They have long claws and some sort of like, it looks like almost like a lion tail, but at the end it's almost like a spurred like rattle end. And it looks like it has like puncture, piercing like needles or some sort of like barbed end to it. And as you see it, they're just thrashing in. And then the every second you wait, this woman's life is passing before her.
You said there was two of them?
Yeah,
there's
two
an
of them.
innocent person.
So-
Yeah, they're being
Are
just
they-
mauled. Yeah, they're just
Are
being.
are they next to each other, or one's still kind
No,
of?
they're both like on this woman, like. And one is like ripping into what you can tell her upper half, and the other one at this point ripping apart part of her lower half.
About healing word, dog.
I mean, I got it. Wait, what about her lower half? Her lower half has already been ripped off?
No, it's I mean, at this point we're getting there. Yeah.
At this point, I'm just gonna fucking charge in.
All right. What are you doing? So you moving in again? So what are you guys doing? You just moving in and you.
Yeah, I'm gonna lightning one off her.
All right. So let her rip.
That's a saving throw. 16.
Oh geez, we were literally rolling dice earlier, and here we go.
Fuck. I missed.
Oh nope, that's a fail.
Okay, then it's pulled to me.
Okay, so you see it and it pull how far? 10 feet?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's about 5 feet right in front of you now.
And it takes 2d8 lightning damage.
Okay,
13 lightning damage.
alright.
And it's right next to me.
Yep, it's literally right next to you. Alright, what are you doing?
I would have run right in and went for a big overhand swing, and I fucking missed.
Alright, so you guys, I assume, attacking the same one?
I would have attacked the one on top of her.
Yeah, they're both on top.
The one got pulled two-handed.
Oh, you're right. So, you're going after the other one, got you.
From me then.
You guys are both the same distance, so this one is now like right next to you. As you see this one get pulled, you see, what's your character's name?
Broomhand.
Broomhand.
Yeah.
You see Broomhand just grab the and just go right on past you as now this one is like pulled right adjacent to you.
I'm gonna. You said adjacent?
Mm-hmm.
Does that mean attack of opportunity?
No.
Okay. So I'm gonna bonus action dash
Okay.
up to the one that's on the lady.
You don't even have to bonus action. You can just move this turn. This is like another round, so you can just move up.
Just move.
Yep, you can just move this
have
time.
30 feet.
Yep, so you just free move.
So we're 50 feet away. Oh,
No,
then we've already
right, you moved. Next turn, moved. Yeah, we're just taking it
then
as like,
bonus action shift.
got you.
I'll do that.
All right, so what do you shift in the
I'm like, it's a were. It's like basically it's not a full
Werebeast?
werewolf.
Like a werebeast.
It's a were humanoid. Like,
Okay,
Yeah.
I got you.
Yeah.
From Killer Instincts.
Yeah,
Dog.
dog.
That's what he is.
Yeah,
So I'm
okay.
gonna just try to lay
Okay.
into this thing with my short sword.
Got you.
You know the
And I
four
guess-
stages of Animorph?
Yeah, okay. Oh god, Animorph.
I can get advantage from the side sneak attack, right?
If you want, yeah, you can get around if you wanted to. Yeah, you can swing around. 2 plus
I'm
2.
adjacent to it, yeah.
Yeah, you guys keep. Oh yeah, he's a rogue. Yeah.
Okay, 8 plus 8, 16.
Oh yeah, that hits.
Nice.
It's just 2d6 plus 3.
Good job, kid.
6.
Yeah, he's getting off me.
15 damage.
Okay.
Is that with your sneak attack?
Yeah. My short sword is 1d6, sneak attack's 3.
What was your damage?
I missed.
Okay, that's right.
Wait, how many sneak attacks did you have?
3 and level 6.
All right, so after that, you see the one turns, one leaps off the lady. Now with you running up and beating into it. As it does so, a 15 and a 7.
15 will hit.
Okay. It's going to do 9 points of piercing damage. That was a good roll. All right, and then the other
All
one.
my temporary HP.
And then the other one into you. 18 and 9.
Both miss.
Do you get it?
That's it.
That was
Mr. Broom handle. And that's it. Yeah.
Wait, that was creature 1 and 2?
Yeah, he went into him, and then the second one into him. And then they're just still standing where they're at. You see that the elf man who has this long spirit comes up. Please don't kill him, they're very expensive, but if you must, I mean. Jesus. Can we just restrain him, knock him out in any way? Anything.
How do you do it?
I mean, normally I just. And he pulls out. There's 2 collars you see with thick chains around them, but they're quite acting up right now. If we throw it over their necks, I'm not sure if we'd ever. It might break their necks, but we could try.
Ass.
And you see him, he goes in and just kind of throws one on, and he completely, because you're kind of far away, he tries to throw it towards where, he throws it, yeah.
I'm adjacent to the...
Give me a catch, yeah. He's like pretty much throwing it like right at it almost.
20 plus something?
Yeah, dexterity check.
14, just dex?
Yep.
16 total?
Oh yeah, so you catch it, you notice that the chain is now kind of taut between you and him, he has it, and he kind of ties it off at his belt. He takes the other one, and he looks over at you, and he just throws it. Give me a dexterity check if you want to try and catch it.
Can I use Mage Hand to get it instead?
It's too heavy for that.
Thick old boy.
Yeah.
Are these medium creatures?
Yes.
Okay. 12.
Yeah, you kind of, it fumbles a little bit, but you reach down and you grab it, and now you have it taut here. Put it around the neck if you can.
I'm good.
Go. And he kind of looks at you. You guys want to try and...
Yeah,
right, give me...
I'm going to start running towards it, and I'm going to use my bonus action or whatever.
Okay.
To cast Kinetic Jaunt.
All right.
Which lets me move through other creatures' space.
Oh, geez,
for free. No difficult terrain, no check.
Nice.
I can just move through other creatures.
Okay.
I'm essentially a cat. I'm liquid. And so I'm going to they're medium creatures, so they're probably about as tall as I am, if maybe a little shorter. I'm gonna essentially flip over its shoulders and wrap the chain around its neck as I do so, if possible.
Okay, so as you go up and you run up, you give me an athletics check.
Athletics or acrobatics?
Give me. So you want to run up and try and wrap around it, and then wrap the chain around its neck.
Yeah. So I would.
Give me an acrobatics check. Well, you're already good to move because you're affected by the thing.
Roll across the
Right. But you have this spell affecting you, so you can just move. So just give me an athletics check to get around its neck.
So me being right next to him, as a reaction, can I aid him? Trying to hold the creature down?
Yeah, you could give me, just give him an advantage. Or no, give me an athletics. You both can kind of, as you put it on, try and pull it down on this beast.
Is it an advantage?
No, he can.
Straight up
This will be
athletics?
this will just be a contested with both of you. It'll just be a conjoined DC then. No?
I got 3.
So you guys run up and you guys think the power of teammates new team, and you go and the beast just kind of dodges its neck, and you guys go right over. You look at each other. You guys could go one more again if you want to use the rest of your actions. No attacking. It'd be your action as well to one more swing at it. Try and.
Are we at its midsection now?
Yeah, you got you kind of went over its back.
Yeah.
You're mid back, middle of the shoulder blades. You guys could try and go over, or maybe make move for the legs.
Yeah,
or
I'm gonna try and come in from the side and slide underneath it.
Okay.
And
Give me an acrobatics check.
There we go.
I'll let him have the collar. There we go.
Alright, so at this point you let go of the chain, starts hitting the ground and going under as you see him start sliding under.
That's better. 16.
Alright, so you easily slide under as you see this fur kind of catch part of your face as you slide under. What do you do?
At this point, so he had the chain.
Yep,
here,
you took it over.
And it was here, and I went under.
Yep,
and
so
then,
it went over and under once, so it's kind of looped around once.
Yeah. I will try and come forward from its front legs and try and tie up its front legs so that way it goes prone.
Okay.
Is that possible?
Give me a sleight of hand check.
Okay, I'm halfway decent at that.
I'm just gonna hit my.
Okay. So you're just over here watching all this happen.
I'm just gonna be wham!
Yeah. Oh yeah, so you, with your form, go through and with it, you quickly just and just wrap up and around its shoulder blade, locking its arm around and kind of pulling it down, and with your body weight just leaning back in after wrapping its legs around, pulling up and around its shoulders, pulling the anchoring point down, and you see its arm just kind of and it tuck under and just boom onto the ground. You see it try and pull back. No, natural 3. It kind of pulls it in nothing. It just budges. You see it, and it just falls over on its side, and you see the elf. Thanks, that's 1. You're going down, and you're gonna slam jam.
15.
Yep, that hits.
The second attack.
You see it's just
19 plus a punch.
Yep, both hit.
11 lightning damage.
Yep, and
thunder damage.
you see this creature just and then just falls. You see it stop, and you see no! Oh, damn! And in that moment, you see it fall, and the other one just snarls off on the side. As it does so, you see the man turn to you. I wanted to try and... I know. You see the lady now bleeding. He goes over and he rushes to her aid. He starts applying some bandages. He's, I'm sorry.
I cast Cure Wounds.
Okay. How much does it heal her? Because she's...
Like a D8 something plus something.
Alright, so we'll say average. So we'll say 7.
Yeah.
Well, what's your mod?
Then 9.
Okay, 9. Oh yeah, okay, so she's okay. She's stabilized at least. She turns there laying down, still kind of battered, blood still kind of covered her and all over her. Marcus, still in his tent. You guys notice that the elf, he goes, takes the beast, wraps the collar around it, drags the other one. This is not going to be a good start to my festival, I see. And he just starts dragging the beast towards back the entrance of the festival. At this point, you see an entry point and basically a festival that's starting to kind of have a little bit of pickup. It hasn't started yet, but it's almost like the precedings. There's the early show, the practicing, they're setting up, they're getting the vendors there, the meats are being brought in. You guys start making your way closer to the entry point at this point, unless there's anything else you guys want to do while you guys are hanging out right outside.
I'm gonna peer around. Is there any fucking guards?
No.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I'm just kidding.
Not one came. People are just like, not one.
Alright, then I'll start walking.
Actually, as you guys walk up, you actually hear that, like, where are the gods? Like,
Maybe we should try to find a guard tent.
it's a good thing. It's a good thing that those guys showed up. You just hear murmurs throughout, like, as you guys were walking towards. Like, it's a good thing you guys were there because that guy couldn't handle those beasts clearly. So you guys make your way up towards.
Yeah, I don't know why we let him take one back.
So you guys make your way up towards a little small hill. Over it, you find the entry point. After a few moments, you enter. You hear faint cheering, small, I'd say, lights that kind of start lighting up as the sun starts going down. Tents are up in plethora throughout everywhere in the festival, as basically the attractions are starting to roll in. You start seeing the Ferris wheels are being, tested. They're starting to have people, loved ones that are in early, friends and family start showing up, getting in for free, just kind of hanging out before the actual festival starts. You guys are about a week early, and at this point, shows and pre-settings are setting in. As you guys walk up, you notice that there's some cheers here and there from a large tent that's off in the distance. It's red and white striped. Most of the tents are in this area. As you guys walk up, you notice that there is an entry point. Nobody offers a ticket or anything. And as you guys walk in, you see a man standing there at his large meat stall. You see an assortment of meats. And as you do so, he stands there and he kind of leans in. Can I offer you anything that you might want to buy? I got the best meats here. What do you want? I got direwolf, quipper. What fancies you? Do you even eat meat?
No.
It's boring.
Yeah, I don't eat anything else.
Well, then why are you here?
Though. Eating animal bones?
I could, but Festival Master already came by earlier. He always takes all my bones.
Damn.
Yeah, he takes all of them.
Why?
I don't know. He's been doing it for years, especially just this last year.
That doesn't strike you as odd?
Pays for him. At first, I was a little like,
What does a festival leader have to do with bones? You should have people for that.
I mean, now that you say that,
That's fucking weird.
it is a little weird. What does he use those bones for?
That's a good question.
I don't know.
Does he fertilize his garden with them or
I
something?
think it's really weird to jump to conclusions. Like, he could just have, like, a dog.
I mean,
Or
yeah,
like a
but
bunch
he's
of
never
dogs.
mentioned it in years. Never mentioned what he's doing with these bones.
Well, the name's Gruff.
Your name?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
As you look at him, and my father, he runs this shop. His name's Cal.
Yeah.
And, yeah, why do they take our bones? Anyway,
How often does he come by?
well, I've been working with him for years now, and we run the Rudenvale, but we travel all around
I mean, how often does he come to get your bones?
all the time.
Okay.
Yeah, all my bones, he takes them.
Travel with him?
Oh yeah, he runs a circus. He runs part of the festivals, but he's got a side gig. He travels all around the cloud regions. He does all this. He makes money.
Not once out of 1,000 times?
Man, I don't even know, hundreds at
I mean,
least.
I get it. You're making money. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah. I mean,
Anyway,
otherwise the bones are just a waste product.
woo,
Before
so
we get away from the meat.
he's looking around, wondering if there's any other customers now that you guys are starting to.
Paying customer.
You haven't bought anything yet.
I'm trying to right now.
What do you want?
So you said you have an assortment of meats. Can I get like a slice of meat cooked on like a stick, like a kebab? Do you do kebabs?
If you want, yeah, sure.
Yeah. You got any fruit?
No,
No. That's fine. I'll just take a kebab.
sure. And he just hands you a piece of meat.
Yeah. How much you want for this?
That'll be 5 gold. No, I'm just kidding. I'm fucking with you.
You, bitch.
Yeah. No, that'll be a silver.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah. All right.
All right.
You eat it.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Kebab.
Yeah. He sees you eating. He's like, "That's direwolf.
Yeah.
Tastes pretty good. Yeah.
I've had worse. Yeah. Sure. Does
Pretty
it taste good?
Yeah, it does. It's actually pretty solid meat. Like it's really good.
The only reason I asked for fruit is like I feel like some pineapple would really just like a nice.
I don't do that shit
glazed-
here. I don't. Just meat.
It's some.
Just meat. Now, as you look around, you can literally see that some of the meat that he has hanging behind him is still like flopping around and moving. It's not quite all the way dead, or if it is, this is just its state in which it habitates once it's dead.
You just buy meat that people bring you, or do you have like a
I
source?
buy some of it, but most of it's sourced.
Okay.
I have some, let's say, adventures. They go hunting for me, bring me in some meat, I pay them, they bring me what I need. It's like, kind of like what the master does with my bones. Like, I cook the food for the festival, and then he pays me for the bones, so it's like, anyway, so,
Okay.
and then you notice he's just,
It's like the economic circle of life.
yeah, you kind of look at it, it's like over his head,
Yeah.
but he's still like, he's pondering on it, like, yeah, there's something weird about that, but, huh?
I can't blame it.
Yeah, I make meat, yeah. You guys kind of look around, you notice that, other than that, there's just a hanging closet, there's like a little makeshift, like, chest next to him where you kind of put some of the money when you kind of toss it over to him, and other than that, just making some meat. That's about it.
Meat vendor, Gruff. So I've noticed a noticeable lack of guards. This place fucking sucks. Is that normal?
I mean, it's not too bad of a place. The gods suck, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Festival's pretty fun, but yeah, there's probably like 5 gods up at the festival tent right now. Like that's where the headmaster is.
Is that where he is?
Yeah, I mean,
Festival master.
yeah, festival master. Excuse me, not the headmaster, the festival master. Yeah, he's there.
Oh, law school.
He's yeah. I didn't graduate, but that's why I'm here. Anyway.
I've read 4 books in my entire life.
Yeah.
Like,
I didn't even know how to spell books, so imagine how far I made it.
damn.
Good thing I even made it this far. Yeah. No, I'm just kidding. I can kind of read. But for real, I think, Your gnome's quiet. He makes me a little odd.
Dude, you're hearing like the sound of a blowtorch. He just threw like sparks outside of like my armor.
I think he's just vaping though.
I mean,
Your clangs of like a little
yeah.
Like, no, I'm not gonna tell anybody what's happening there.
I mean, if
I'm fixing something.
he's in his armored suit, just like doing something. All right. As he kind of stands there, I mean, if you want to know more, go speak with the festival master yourself.
I mean, yeah, the next question would be, do you know where to find the guy? But you already
The,
pointed
the
that.
biggest tent, yeah, he's going to be there. They're probably doing some sort of show, but you're going to have to get past his bodyguard.
That's
Female orc, can't remember her name. Oh, hey. Yeah, I can't remember her name, but you might want to get it when you're there.
I'll get more than me.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, well, she's going to give you more than a name, too. I'm sure of it. She's after everybody, and she hasn't seen anyone her kind in a little while, so I'm sure you're going to be right up her alley, if you know what I'm saying, or whatever alleys you guys got.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Something. Cove? Something. Anyway,
I don't know, this is a weird,
next!
this is a weird metaphor. See you around, bud.
Yep, bye.
Yeah.
Cal, yeah, we don't want to, don't talk to them next time they come here. They just won't shut up.
Yeah.
So you guys venture off. As you guys do so, give me perception checks as you guys are walking through most of the festival. Just kind of looking around.
18.
I'm just picking my teeth with the kebab stick,
Alright.
and I'm just lollygagging.
16.
I got a 4.
Alright, so you guys see tons of games happening. There's all kinds of stuff, basically. There's an assortment of things happening. Things are not only being set up, they're being tested. And it looks like more than tested. People are just fucking off. I mean, people are having fun. You know, it's festival. They're drinking. People are already drunk. Most of these vendors and places have already set up their shops. They're waiting here just early, enjoying the time. Probably, you know, trying to make it a little extra money just setting up early. As you guys kind of walk through, you notice they all try and haggle with you. Come, play a game. Want to shoot some rings? Hey, And you guys all, as you walk through, you notice that you guys have been given certain titles here. Somewhat jobs in a sense. And as you guys walk through, you guys come across a gambling area. And as you do so, one of the small female gnomes comes up. Oh, excuse me, you. And she notices you. And she walks right up in front of you and has a parchment. You were supposed to be here about 2 hours ago. And she just hands it to you. You have about 50 names of people that have not paid their debts. So, you wanted to be a part of the gambling. Mr. Yowood told me this was going to be your outlook, and they're not paying most of them, or they're just losing. They're still playing some of them. How are we going to handle that?
They're playing now? Over there?
Oh, yeah, many of them. They're still at the tables. I mean, if we send some of them home, they don't have many debts as you look. Some of them are, you know, like 20 gold, 50 gold, not too high, but there's like 2 that are like 2,000 gold. We've tried to tell them to leave, but they won't. So, yeah.
I'll catch up with you guys in a minute.
I immediately start walking away.
So you just, as you guys do so, where are you guys going in a way? You guys heading towards the big tent?
I'm heading towards me.
All right, what are you
I'm with
doing?
him.
All right, so as you guys walk off, you sit there, you start making your way towards these tables. As you do so, you see a list. Most of the, if you want to really look at the notable ones, there's probably like 8 that are above, you know, 200 gold that are probably needing to be something for some of these people at this establishment to be okay with what's going on. They're gonna start taking. They can take a little bit of a loss. But, you know, if they start losing thousands of gold, that's not fun for anybody, especially if it's cheating or whatever that may be. You're not sure. But for some reason, people aren't paying. They're in debt. They just keep playing.
So the $2,000.
There's 2 people that are around like
Are they on the
2,000.
same table?
No. You got about 4 tables in total. 2 of the big deck are at the back tables, and and the other like kind of 3 that are in the kind of hundreds are scattered over in the other 2 front. The rest are kind of 20s, 30s. You kind of walk in and you can just kind of tell just by the woman handing you and just kind of standing there. She kind of crosses her arms. She kind of starts pointing at some of them, and you can just kind of tell that they're kind of looking over their shoulder. Some of them come until you see one just grab his stuff and just get up and start walking away from the table.
He wasn't one of the high rollers.
No, not one of the high rollers, but maybe one of the lower ones. You're not quite sure,
I want to go up to one of the high rollers. I guess we'll do.
You're not quite sure, but you I assume asking.
It's
the back one with the red cloak.
So I'm not gonna get close enough to where I'm like noticed.
Yeah.
I want to
Give me a stealth check.
You need to give me a sleight of hand check to pass me the con game.
19.
19. Oh yeah. So you just kind of fall through in the crowd. People keep playing. No one notices you're really doing anything.
Just watch.
All right. So you wait about 5 minutes.
Look for any
All right. So while you're
tactics,
while you're doing this and you're watching, you guys are walking up to what looks like the entrance of the big tent. As you do so, there's like a center of this. You see a large Ferris wheel, and you see 3 tents, one in the center, larger than the other ones by about 20, 30 feet. As you guys walk up to it, you see this large female orc. She kind of slams out her arm, and she puts it out. You're not going to be able to go through there today. Festival Master's in the middle of rehearsal with the crew. The name's Oketh. Yeah, Oketh. Just, you're gonna have to wait. But in the meantime, you, honey, you wait with me. You, or somewhere else. I want to be talking with this guy. You and me can play a game here.
What kind of game?
Toss the thing that you got between your legs in my hall.
Right here? In the middle of the street? Have a little class.
It's been a long time.
All yours.
Maybe.
All things.
Give me a persuasion check. She's ready to bust.
She's ready. In total.
Hang on, let me. Ooh, she. How long are you gonna make me wait for it?
I mean, right now, you got a job to do. Right now, I got a job to do. As soon as the job's done, where do you want to meet? Right here?
I got a tent.
Is there a tent?
Meet me by the tents.
There's a lot of tents.
There's a small area where we all work. Just look for the workers' tents.
Workers' tents, okay.
There's about 5, 6 of them. We all congregate around there.
I'll look for the,
I'm like the third one.
Alright.
Can't remember.
I'll look for the
It's kind of dirty.
the beautiful buff orc lady.
Yeah.
I assume there's only the one.
No, there's only one.
Yeah. Alright.
Now, go toss some coins and show me that aim. I want some.
So about that.
Yeah.
The job that I needed to do
Oh,
involves your boss.
you're interested in him too.
There's others?
I mean, he's gonna join us later.
He's gonna join you?
No.
What? He's gonna join us?
Yeah.
In your tent?
Is that what you're implying?
I mean, that's not what I want to do.
Oh, well, then what are you asking?
I need to meet your boss. Because there's some problems afoot. And I would like to,
Give me a persuasion
I'm
check.
trying to essentially get a job here. And I kind of need, that's not bad. Persuasion?
Yeah.
That's good. 19 total?
Ooh, so as you talk to her for a moment, kind of wooing and flirting with her, I'll let you in, but win a quick game. I'll let you in early. Go pick one of the ones back there, and you see there's just an assortment of games.
Okay.
I'll watch. Win me one of those toys. Bring it back, and the show's not over for about another hour, but
Okay.
I'll let you in as soon as you can win one. How about
Alright.
that?
All right.
All right, so you turn, and are you following along in stride?
I'm just like at the exit, just like looking. I'm just seeing all of this happen. I'm just like silence.
Just dead inside.
Yeah.
Just
Because you're like some tinks from me in the middle of the suit. I'm just doing some random shit.
now, as that happens, we come back, and you.
So what's he doing? Like,
Seems as if he's just fucking bidding, and then every time he loses a hand, he just pulls out some sort of hand crossbow and is just like, fucking next hand, yeah, and just starts pointing around the table. And after you see it once, you're like, yep, this is pretty blatant.
how
He's,
far away did they go? There you go. Then.
oh, they're out of sight. I mean, it's a festival. It's not, it's not open per se, but it's busy. I mean, there's a lot of
If
people
this
around.
becomes super violent, we'll probably hear it and make our way back.
So when he pulls out his crossbow,
Yeah, she kind of tugs on you, this little like gnome halfling girl that you're not even sure what. Yeah, you're just not even paying attention. Just
I'm gonna walk up behind this guy
okay, he's not even paying attention. He's
with
just
one of my daggers.
you hear me. Next hand.
I'm gonna poke his kidney.
Okay, so you
Not
just
like,
kind of
you know,
right. You just
right
kind
up
of
against the
right up. Okay.
Just be like, I heard you were in a lot of debt here, bud.
Give me an intimidation check.
19.
Ooh. He kind of holds it there for a moment, and you have it, just like right here under his ribcage, just pressed, and he looks down there and he sees it. Kind of lowers, sits it down on the table. Yeah, maybe.
I'm gonna grab the crossbow to drop it on the ground.
As you do so, you easily grab it, knowing this is here. He kind of goes to make a motion for it, and you kind of put it in just slightly, not in, but applying pressure, and he kind of just holds back. You grab it.
Empty your pockets.
You see him, he kind of takes his hand slowly, turns them, nothing in there.
How you gonna pay up?
Fucking wasn't. I was just gonna win and take somebody's money.
Sounds like you haven't won a thing.
Not for a little while, no. I've been drinking for free too.
Does he have money on the table?
Yeah, that he's been betting with. Yeah, looks like he has somewhat been winning, and at some point he's just been like asking for his money back after he loses it. Like he just, he's just like, well, fuck, I lost. So this is mine again. Like I'm gonna keep playing. Next hand.
There's like all of his debt that he owes is just sitting right here.
For the most part.
Okay. You're gonna get up and you're gonna walk out of here.
But it's probably been accrued over a couple of hands,
Okay. You're gonna get up and you're gonna walk out of here and you're gonna leave.
Give me an intimidation check at advantage here, as he's pretty much in your, yeah.
15.
He kind of holds it for a moment. And we're good. Oh,
I won't have to go get the guard.
that guy over there is at least 5,000 in debt, and you see him, he just stands up and he just walks over and walks out. Grabs part of his friend from the other table, and you see he grabs 2 other guys from one of the other front tables, and they just leave. They grab part of their money from the table and just bounce.
Don't know who they were, but they're not a problem.
Nope. So now the smaller, you're not even sure, gnome, half elf, or halfling, whatever, you haven't even paid attention. If you kind of look down, you notice she is a halfling. She kind of runs up.
Okay, now I'm kind of.
Can we just handle that one more and just tell him he needs to leave? I think just tell him he needs to leave, and maybe he'll pay up.
Have you tried doing that?
No. That's what I was waiting on you for. Oh, what? And she just stomps off and just fucking throws the little piece of paper in your chest and just walks off and just stands there, crosses her arms, and just waits. Fine, don't deal with him. Fine. But when they ask where the money goes and comes from, it's coming out of your pocket. You can pay back the debt when the numbers don't match up.
I'm guessing there's like a dealer here or like
Yeah.
someone running the table.
Yep.
She'll be like, make sure you get this money.
All right, so you go over and the one that you were
guy
just
who
at.
already left, like, just make sure
He
the
got
money
it.
gets
Yeah.
back.
Oh yeah, that's already. He immediately, as soon as that happened, he was like, "Yep, and this guy's money's been checked. Here we go." So you gonna go over to the other table? All right, so you make your way over to the table, just approaching.
Yeah, I'm gonna sit down.
Okay, so you walk
Buy
over.
in.
All right, so you walk over and you 50 gold buy it. All right, so you drop in 50 gold. You see the guy. He's like, "Oh, newcomer," and it seems as if there's 3 or 4 other individuals. You have a hand that's dealt out. Now at this point, you're not quite sure how the game's played. You've watched a couple of hands though. You've been watching, for a little bit. You know that you're trying to meet 12 with your cards. You get 2 cards. You can discard 1. You're not quite sure what it is. It's random choice, but you're gonna get to roll it. So everybody gets rolled some cards, and you're basically beating everybody at the table, highest. And you can fold if you want to, or you can bet up if you wish to. There's only one chance to bet up though. You get your first hand, so give me 2d6, and that'll be your hand. And you're trying to get as close to 12 as
6 and
possible.
4.
All right, so you're at 10. So that's pretty good. You're not sure what everybody else has, and you see people start betting. You're second to go. The first one goes. He puts in 200 gold, and he just drops it in. And you see this is where everybody just turns around. Yeah, 200 gold, whatever. Just keep his gold to the fucking side. And everybody did, and he just sits there, whatever.
That's walking around money.
Walking around money. And he just tosses in another 100 gold. That's my bet. Put in whatever you want. What was your name again? Didn't catch it, newcomer.
Stanley.
Stanley. So, now it is your turn. What are you doing?
I can just stick with what I have.
Yeah, you can do whatever. You can bet another 50. It's whatever you want. You're kind of going against whoever's the best hand against the dealer. You're not quite sure how the hand works or game, but you can kind of put together that.
Sure, I'll bet another 50.
All right, so you drop in another 50. It kind of goes around. Now, as this happens, you guys start making your way back. And as you guys make your way back, you guys now are kind of close enough. You kind of see each other. You are back towards where some of the games are going on. You're at the game. You're now at the card table.
At this point,
Yep.
I want my suit to open,
Okay.
and I'm going to throw out a fucking mechanical probe
Okay.
and shut, and it's gonna like fly,
Okay.
and my armor's gonna shut. It's gonna perch on my shoulder,
Okay.
and I now have a homunculus.
The captain is dumbfounded. He's like, what the fuck was that?
You just
You spitting out metal bird.
That's what I've been doing in here this whole time.
You see a boy's like, ooh, mommy's like, don't look at that, honey. What was that? I don't know. I don't know, but it was
Cool as shit. This guy can blow my fucking.
all right. So you guys go through now. As you guys are all here, we'll do this all at once. We'll kind of just take turns here. All right. So let's do the games. So you are gonna walk over. What do you want to try? If you want to, the games you guys see are. Looks like some sort of tossing games. It looks like it's called Toss the Sack. You toss some sort of large sack of flour over some large wall, and it looks like you need an individual that will catch it. So it looks like a 2-partner game. This is another one that looks as if there's 3 cups, somebody moving their hands around, and there seems to be some sort of like ball or coin hidden in it. You see archery games, arm wrestling, fencing with sword contests. Looks like there's like a knowledge test with bar knowledge that is all about Hexwell. You have some sort of rodeo, and then there's some basic fighting, and then there's a drinking contest, as well as a pie eating contest. All of these, as which you could try and compete in, all starting within the next 30 to 35 minutes. All you could do before the show is over and get in still early, if you did well.
I would like to try anything that looks like a
something that I'm good at acrobatics. Is there anything that would fit there? Halfway decent sleight of hand.
I mean,
Sleight of hand would probably be
toss the
easy.
bag's kind of like a dex test, but it's all disadvantage. Oh, I don't know. I'm not quite sure. I mean, what would you want to do? You could do like maybe the archery games. That's another dex-based thing. I mean, nothing's quite just acrobatics necessarily.
I'm gonna walk up to one of the stalls.
Mm-hmm.
Which one? Does any of them? What kind of prizes they got? Is it all money?
No, they have like what looks to be like dolls, the equivalent to a stuffed animal at this time. They have coin. They have all kinds of assortments of food. That is probably some going bad, lower tier gifts. And then you see that in some areas they have like small housing in Rudenvale. Like if you win enough games in a row, you possibly win a little plot of land. So that's something you can claim though through the city of Rudenvale. That's something that they hold true to, that if you win enough games in their festivals, you can just straight up claim land here. Small village, but there's plenty of land. I mean, if you look around, the festival could expand for forever if it really wanted to. It's just a really small area.
I'm gonna walk up to one of the whatever booth has a doll. I don't care what game it is.
Okay, most of them, but alright, so you walk up and the first one, just rolling to see what you got. Alright, you walk up. Alright, you see an old man. He seems to be just swinging around a bunch of cups. And you notice that there seems to be a ball that drops in, golden, purple, and he kind of swivels it around, and then he drops it on there and he starts moving them really quickly around. And then you see this boy there, he's trying to keep his eye on him, and as he does so, he stops him. And he says, "Which one, Sonny?" And he's like, and you see the boy, he puts one, he pulls it up, no ball, and he's like, you lose, and he just shovels in his coin. Next. And if you want to jump in?
Yeah.
Alright, so
here's how this is gonna work.
Oh yeah.
You got a doll. I want a doll. You're gonna sell me a doll. We're gonna skip the game. You're just gonna sell me a doll.
Oh, that's so fun though.
I mean, we can do the whole charade. I mean, if you have to play the
Just
ball
want
game,
a doll though?
yeah, I'm just gonna buy you a doll.
Is that what's gonna make you happy?
I mean, getting my dick wet will make me happy.
Whoa! And you see a boy as he's walking by, and he's like,
Mommy, what's that?
dick wet.
Is there a swimming pool?
Yeah. I didn't bring my float. No. As he's kind of just standing there, he's like, give me a perception check or a persuasion check, and give me a perception check to even see if these dolls are even fucking decent enough for Ogeth.
12 total?
He looks at you. I'll sell you one, but I'm gonna charge you a little bit more. I like the game.
I mean, like I said, you can still do the ball.
2 gold. Take it or leave it.
Yeah, okay.
Alright, fine. And he just takes it off and he just tosses you one.
Oh, you also want a perception check?
Yeah, to see unless you want to see what kind of quality
Crap.
these dolls are. Yeah, you're not sure.
This fucking doll.
You catch it as you look at it, you already toss it to you. It'll probably be good enough for her.
Thanks for doing business with me.
Yeah. Alright, now, as you look, you see she kind of turns around and she sees that you now have this, and she's just like, let's see if she even noticed that you didn't even play the game.
That's what I was gonna say. You could have had him just run through.
I told him that he needed to do the fucking ball thing.
I don't know.
So as you kind of look around, she doesn't seem to have a certain notice or anything. Doesn't seem to notice anything out of the ordinary, and she kind of waves at you for a moment and then goes back to kicking a couple people out. This is off limits, and you can just kind of hear it. Now, we go back. You have your toy. You want to play any games while you're here?
No, I'm just busy.
He's just
with my crow.
jerking around in your crow in your costume.
Yeah.
All right, so you make it You're at your table. You're playing. You have 10. Everybody makes it around. You've made your bets. Everybody turns, and you win. The dealer lost. Everybody goes to claim and pay you the money that's been bet. He goes and he turns, and the guy, you start going to rake like 350 gold in. He's looking at you. I don't think so, buddy. And he kind of just starts pulling his own money back.
Whoa. I just won that fair and square.
Actually, I think, and he starts reaching for some of your gold. He's like,
I'm just gonna stab him. Just like, no, put my hand on
Give me a
his
strength
hand, like,
check. Give me a strength check, because he's
No, that's when you stab his arm into the table.
Yeah.
You're not here.
Yeah, correct.
True. This is just straight up. Oh shit.
Oh, you tried.
I think it was a 6.
Just roll again. Just roll again.
It's a 6.
Hey, so
Good to be.
you look in. He kind of starts sliding your arm a little bit, and you can now smell pure alcohol. This dude is just kind of smashed out of his gourd, man. He's just leaning in. Yeah, that's gonna be my coin, man. How much? 50? You got any more in your pockets? Just kidding. I'll be taking it soon, though. And he's literally like now getting ready to touch your coin. No, well, what? He's drunk. He doesn't know.
Okay.
So what are you doing? He's about to take a shit.
I'm gonna stand up.
Yeah. So he kind of stumbles for a moment, leaning into you.
What are we sitting on?
Just normal like bar stool chairs, no backs.
Do it. I know what you're gonna do.
I'm gonna kick the leg of the chair.
All right, give me a. Oh god, actually, you could be able to do this. You'd be able to just give me an attack roll just to make sure.
Okay.
14.
Oh yeah, so you just kind of watch as he leans forward, leaning into you. As you kind of lose your weight back, you stand up and just kind of in a moment, you just kind of boom, just kick with his weight forward. It is easy enough, and you see the chair topple out, and you just boom, slams onto the side of the table, boom, slams off and just rolls, and you see part of the table almost like lurch for a moment. Half the coin just kind of tumble off. Everybody, oh no, the hands off, the hands off, and everybody kind of just slams off. Drinks go over the side. He just stumbles over. What the fuck was that for? And he just kind of starts standing up, and he's just drenched in all this just beer and wine. He's just wicking it off himself, and he's looking right at you.
Surprise stab.
Death to all.
Short sword to the chest.
Ooh,
Because he's drunk and slow and I'm agile.
oh yeah.
I'm just gonna be like, leave.
He kind
Are we
of
gonna have a problem?
he puts his hand up. Oh, I didn't know you had 2 daggers at me. That was quick. But yeah, I'll leave. But if you're gonna take my gold, and he kind of points over to the guys like right across from you. He's the one who's been winning most of the night. At least pay him part of that stash. Don't take it off of yourself. You know better than me. And you see me kind of goes to lean forward.
What's your name?
My name is Trixon. Can I leave? He kind of just pushes up. You kind of lean off of it, and he gets up, just kind of brushes himself off, and he's just covered, and you just hear him, and you hear people, yeah, get out of here. And he just kind of walks off and makes his way. Now, as you do so, you have your toy. You now have done part of your gambling duties. You kind of see them merging back up towards this Big Ten. You guys all rejoin.
Did anybody leave with him?
Yeah, actually, when he got up, you see 2 more individuals. There's probably 1 or 2 more individuals that are kind of maybe moseying, but no more than maybe 20
And I'm
to
guessing his
50
name was
gold.
on the list.
Yeah, 100%. Now, as you look, you guys go up. You can say if you wish. But you enter and you see Ogith. She kind of looks at you as you're approaching. You brought me one. What'd you win?
Got you a doll. I know this isn't something workish.
But how'd you win it? Did you fight someone for it?
A ball and cup guy.
Jesus. Is that in a back alley? A ball and...
No, he shoots balls and
Oh my god, he shoots balls!
yeah, I beat the shit out of him. Yeah, I took it. Yeah, I saw him shoot some balls out of the guy. went, nah, not cool. Beat the shit out of him, took his doll.
Give me a deception check.
17 plus 7.
She's looking at you just like enthralled. You can just see the loins just thriving, wanting it. I can't wait for my shift to be over.
Yeah.
I'll let you guys in, but don't cause any trouble. You hear me?
Try not to.
See you later tonight. After this is all said and done, let's watch the fireworks together.
Sure.
They're happening later tonight.
Okay.
I gotta watch the dinner though, so after that, I don't know. Just, it's fireworks later tonight.
Okay.
Meet me on the hilltop. She kind of points over off in the distance.
Is that where the tents are? Or are we still meeting at the tents?
No,
Hilltop or tents?
oh yeah, that's right. No, we need to meet at the hilltop and then the tents after.
Hilltop. And then after fireworks, we go to the tents.
Just find me
Alright.
at all times.
I'll be at the top
Here
of
in
the
the
hill.
street, Anyway,
Okay.
you can go on in.
Alright, thanks.
You guys start making your way past, and she just eyes you. As you guys make your way through, you guys start walking up as you see this large tent. Not more than a couple people clapping. As you do, it grows stronger as you guys walk in. You see that there's a man, a large, basically, partial. I would say that Ogith, by the way, she's got like this partially shaved, like half-shaved head, and she's got basically like this grayish skin that is basically, and she's quite muscular. She's pretty attractive actually for an orc. But as you guys walk up, you notice that there seems to be a bunch of people doing crazy acrobatics. You see two Dragonborn kids both breathing fire at each other, doing different tricks and whatnot. You see some sort of show going on with about 4 to 5 individuals in the crowd. This is a closed show. And as you see all this going on, you see an individual like you saw on the paper, pale-skinned, half-elf. Now that you can probably tell, as you look closer, he's sitting with this human female, quite younger. And as this is going on, you hear him stand up. No! We have to restart. Start from the top once again. Now, with some enthusiasm. As you walk around, you see he just kind of taps on the fence, and then he sits back down, and he goes back to just ogling over this young female, as he doesn't really pay attention to the rest of the show. As you watch this, you guys notice that a bunch of dancers go on, and they start proceeding through their show. At this point, what do you guys do? You guys approach?
How old is he?
From just looking at him, I'd say probably 50s, 60s maybe.
Wait, like in appearance?
He's a half.
He's a half-elf.
He's a half elf.
So this guy's old as shit.
Yeah, he's older.
Well, if he's a half elf and he looks like he's 60,
I think half elves only live like or have very.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're
I
not
thought, I
that.
thought they had half between the both.
I don't.
Half elves are like elves are like 1,000. Half
Right.
elves are
I'd
500.
have to look.
And humans are.
I mean, he looks not elderly, but oldish. He's seen some weather. So do you approach?
Let's is there seating? Like are there like stadiums?
Yeah, it's like around like a central like area where
so
they're.
this is like the Big Ten.
Is it
Yeah, this is like yes,
This is like a pit?
yes, it's
And
like a
they're
big. Yep.
And
It's
they're
like kind of
probably close to the pit?
archway. Yep, and they're very close. And you guys see now the performers going up and about. They're doing performances all around
There's
and
a
about.
city.
Oh, exactly.
And he hasn't noticed us?
No.
Alright. I'm gonna park my ass at like essentially the top of the stairs all the way up in the back. I'm gonna just like watch him for like 5 minutes.
All right, so you guys just kind of walk away. The girl, she kind of turns and notices, but he's just kind of.
Oh, we have to walk by them?
No, she doesn't. You don't like walk by her, but you guys have to like enter, and upon entering, have to walk at least up and through the stairway some way to get up.
Oh, okay. So okay. Then I will not do that then. I'll walk right up to him.
Okay, so you walk right up, and as you do so, he turns and he says, after a moment you hear him talking to her, and then after a second you stand there and he doesn't seem to notice you're there, and then after a second she kind of turns and says, I think there's someone here to see you. He's like, Oh. Oh, you must be the new performers. Welcome. You put it on a show tonight, right?
No.
Oh. Well, what are you here for then?
We are here to help you.
Yeah, I thought for the show.
No.
You see him, he kind of just stands up now out of his seat. So then what are you here for then, if not for the show?
I can't speak for these knuckleheads.
Yeah.
But, I'm looking for a job, essentially. I've experience in running an organization. I've run a couple of different mercenary groups in my time. I've noticed a severe lack of guards. I've noticed there's been a talk of debts in your gambling halls just going unpaid.
I didn't know about that.
I walked up and essentially intimidated a game vendor to fucking give me $1. Right?
Wow.
Nothing you can fucking do about it.
That sounds preposterous.
You aren't paying attention to the show that's going on in front of you.
He kind of just looks at you, and
You
then
didn't know who we are.
you see him, and he kind of takes off his hat. Now, as you really look at him, and now you see him in his full kind of standing under the light, he's got almost like a pale skin gray with white striped hair. Quite old, but still athletic in his way. A bright, like, purple cloak with, like, a yellow, like, daffodil, like, undershirt. He kind of turns. Maybe some of this is true, but I have a lot on my plate, and
That's what we're here to help with. It seems that this is it's getting to be a little bit much for one man to run the show.
a little bit, maybe.
Sounds like you need some right-hand man.
I don't know, maybe I can do it. My crew and I were quite up for the task. We've been running this for years. We can do it. You don't have faith, I can just see it in your face.
I mean, you've been doing it for years, and yet
Now, as you look and as he kind of moves, you can see he's got like these bone ornaments like around his wrists, and he's got like a necklace. And you're not quite sure what it is, but it's very intact. It's prevalent. And then you see he's got like some earrings here and there. And as you look around, the girl does not. She seems to be quite normal, white, normal, kind of greenish-eyed, blonde hair. Nothing strange about her. But he seems to just kind of give off this. He's just off. Like, you caught him off guard. He was in a different thought, maybe, or whatnot. Now that you're talking to him and talking about guards, he's getting somewhat guarded. You can just tell without even a check. Like, he's just becoming guarded somewhat.
So, here's the thing. You say you've been doing this for years. Routine. Normal. It's a pattern.
Yeah?
The thing about routine is that when it's the same shit over and over again, you don't really think about it anymore. It's a muscle memory. And that is when you lower your guard. That's when you lose your entire fucking business to complacency.
Give me a persuasion check.
20 total?
Oh, yeah. I can agree with that.
Sometimes you gotta shake things up.
Well, we're about shaking things up here, that's for sure. Well, if you're not here for the show, and you say you can help me, how are we gonna shake things up?
Well,
You got any ideas that I don't know about that I'm not already doing here?
So, I'm like I said, I've noticed that there's fucking not a single guard in the place. I've noticed one bodyguard, but she seems to work more for you than the circus itself.
I got one over there, and you see there's another guard that is off on the other side of this area, but that seems
What
to
are they
be...
doing?
They don't guard me, of course.
No, can I see them?
Oh yeah, they're just standing there, and the
They're
crowd
standing
just sitting there. Like, they're not even standing; they're just sitting watching.
Yeah. Your guard is fucking sitting on their ass. That's what they're doing. So,
Yeah.
like I said, when it comes to guarding, when it comes to risking a life, especially for another man or another man's business venture, you get what you paid for. What I've heard is that you're not paying shit. Or at least that's what I've gathered, considering the fact that I haven't seen a fucking guard. So,
I pay him the best that I can, though.
can you?
I mean, I'm giving money. I have a budget. It's expensive to run this festival every year and put it on.
So, here's we can knock off a number of problems right off the bat. You're not paying guards enough. There's no guards. Because there's no guards, people can just run in the gambling hall.
Paying them the best I can, though. I mean, I get it, but we have electives coming here in a couple of hours, and I had to pay to get that.
Guards.
They will be there. I told them that they need to be there for this one. That's probably why you haven't seen many today, is that they know they gotta be here tonight. So, give a little bit of slack to some of them. But I'll admit they're not the best. But we don't really have any issues.
Just today, there was a customer, right? The lifeblood of this fucking whole organization.
He's just kind of looking at you.
Innocent people who come here for a good time.
Yeah.
Nearly got mauled to death by some fucking cat creature. Yeah.
Huh.
If that keeps happening,
Oh yeah.
You're not gonna have any
We also
customers.
didn't kill them both too.
I mean, yeah, we saved the one.
Save one.
I did. I got killed one.
Yeah, they should have been put down. They're killing like just people.
Yeah. So, here's my proposal. If we can get guards into the gambling hall, then we get to collect debt. And we collect that debt, part of that portion of debt goes right into the fund for guards.
He's just kind of looking at you. All right. How about this then? If you think we should be all about increasing our guards, making sure that there's more safety, how about we do that? But only if you can show me you know what you're talking about. You say you know about these gods and all about this and that. How do you propose we go about making them better? I pay them, who knows they won't still sit on their asses.
Well, it's pretty simple. I beat the shit out of them if they do. So they either work.
That'll take a little bit of time, but I can see it.
We got days, we got weeks. So it's pretty simple, right?
I could also help by tasing people.
I mean,
I see.
So we'll lead with the carrot first, though. We simply call the guards together, tell them that if they actually show up and do their fucking jobs, they'll get a bonus at the end.
He just kind of looks at you. I wish everybody would just do their jobs.
Yeah.
All right, how about this? If you guys aren't here, you're not going to join the show. If we're going to just go on, stay here for a little bit. Let's watch the show. Let's talk about this idea of increasing the gods. But there's nothing we're going to be able to do in the meantime. It's the best I can give you. We'll have to reconvene tomorrow, and we'll come up with a plan as to how we can better get ready for anything that we may need to prepare for. We'll weed out the weak, and we'll gather which ones we think are good, and we'll pay them properly. How about that?
It's a start. That being said, there's supposed to be VIPs here later tonight. Is that correct?
Yes.
For dinner of some kind. Is there a workers' quarters I could be present close by in case something happens?
Sadly, we already had to put in the list of all guests and everybody in attendance way ahead of time. I cannot add anybody. But if you do want to be near the premise, I can tell you near the district within Rudenvale is happening in. So that way, if anything does possibly go awry, but nothing will, you may be able to,
You're so sure.
Oh yes, there should be at least 10 guardsmen there. I them myself. Paid them. I really did. Will be taken care of. But if you don't trust me or wish to put it in your own hands, by all means, come on by. I'm not sure what time we'll be done. The party. Could take hours. See what happens, I guess. Wait around town. It's up to you, really. But, yeah. I think we should, And he kind of looks, no! What? I need to get back to... They don't know anything. How about this? We'll finish up the show, and then when we get back, I'll take you back to my tent. We'll get some food. We'll get some hydration, and I'll let you know a little bit of what needs to be done about this bodyguard job, and how you can help me before we split off for the night, because I have to get ready for this big dinner. Sound good? Now, you guys sit there for another, no, you're good. You guys sit there for another, 10, 15 minutes, watch the rest of the show. As you do so, nothing really goes on. You see a bunch of failure, a couple cool acrobatic feats, and then it looks as if the training has come to an end. Everybody gets up, you see another guard walk through, and then another guard come back from around the back where you didn't see inside, and now there's 2 guards. They start kind of walking with them, and you guys start making your way back towards his tent. Okith, you see kind of walk off, and she kind of winks at you, and then she heads off towards, it looks like partially her worker district or something. You see her exit view. You guys then make it back towards Rindell's tent, where it is somewhat adjacent to the big tent, not too far off. You see still in this red and white striped area. As you guys are walking still in town, cobbled stone and whatnot all around you. You see a Ferris wheel and a couple of tents and ticket booths and things off in the distance, people gathering. You make it inside. As you do so, he kind of is in a hurry, you can tell, but he grabs a couple things and he starts grabbing a drink. So we have a couple moments now that we're in private. Yes, we could use some more guards. We'll start training tomorrow, like I said. Tonight, though, I wouldn't worry. We're just going to be having a dinner. 3 electives that'll be joining us, and aside from that, nothing that I need help with other than making sure that they are at the utmost, I guess, happiness when they leave. They put in a good word for me. I may be able to get into the political field at some point. Now, do you guys have any info or anything that I need to know? Because I do need to get ready for this dinner tonight.
In case something does go wrong, how are you going to signal guards?
Well, I'll be there. There's, I guess... I'll have 10 guys there with me. Nothing was going to go wrong, and he kind of just starts...
alarm on a switch to spell?
What do you mean, put an alarm on something and attach it?
Yeah, so you could automatically trigger it?
Probably, yeah. That would have to be an actual item that you'd have to probably infuse with it, though. You'd probably have to make something that could hold a spell slot.
Well, yeah. I don't know about none of that magic business, so I'm gonna just give you my whistle. It's a whistle.
Okay, so he kind of just looks at you and...
You blow into it.
He takes it and he's like,
you stash that underneath the cloak or, whatever you be wearing.
Okay, sure, and he kind of...
tits up. Blow
he kind of just takes it and he kind of just puts it in his shirt pocket. Now, I'm going to get going, and now inside his tent, you notice he is in quite a hurry, not really paying attention, and he just kind of... I'm going to go meet up with the rest of the guard, and then have the dinner. I'll meet you, let's say, in town center tomorrow, around midday.
And the district this party's happening is?
Oh, about 3 hours from now. 2 hours.
The district, where? You never gave us a location.
Oh, yes, you wanted to hang out. It's in the nobles' quarters. It's close to where you kind of entered. It's there's a Ferris wheel in the beginning that's small, in the center, kind of the bigger one, and then a smaller one towards the exit. You guys are kind of in the center of where the town is, but in a back district. That's where you guys will be meeting. You guys, if you're going to be, I guess, spying on the dinner tonight, you can go there. But if you're going to be meeting back with me, we can meet back in my tent.
Are morning
Tomorrow afternoon.
or afternoon? What time are the fireworks tonight?
About midnight.
That's probably after the party's over.
Oh, the party should only be. It starts in about 3 hours. It'll probably last 3 or 4 hours, and you'll have about an hour left, maybe 2, to be able to
Perfect.
see the rest of the fireworks.
There's apparently a hill in town. I got a date.
Oh, one of the best hills. I'm sure many gather to go watch it up there. I'm sure if you're going up there, you're going to be in for a entertaining night.
Yep.
Now, as you guys do so, you see him in a very quick jaunting, gather some papers, and then kind of look over his shoulder. Looks as if he's trying to maybe hide a couple things as he's kind of moving through a couple papers, and then he very quickly just walks out of his tent. I'll see you later, and he just walks out.
He leaves us in his tent.
Just walks out.
Rummage.
I'm just gonna like stand there like this guy's.
Is that serious?
This guy is very trusting.
You guys wait about another 5 minutes, just kind of.
We just sitting here talking about how this guy just left us.
I just cast alarm on like the boundary of the room.
Okay.
That's a level 1 spell slot,
Okay.
and what it does is it triggers when a creature walks into that space,
Yeah.
and it sounds like a handmill.
All right. So,
I mean, we're gonna stand here a minute, and I'm just gonna be like, I'm not gonna rummage around through this fucking place. But if you like, I'm gonna walk away, and I don't know nothing, so I'm just gonna leave.
all right. And as you leave,
Rummage.
you set off the alarm spell,
You got any more? You know?
and then you notice.
He can leave his own answer.
I'm kidding.
I also leave.
You know, alarm. You can.
All right. So,
only.
So I'm gonna.
I want everyone to hear it.
Oh, okay. What do I want to say? Like,
Can I set it for anyone to hear it?
give me just
organizingly.
go. Give me an
Search,
investigation
search.
check. Give me an investigation check.
I'm gonna leave everything as it was. 16.
Again, this guy runs a shit show.
All right. So, as you kind of meander through, looking about. You look through the tent. After doing so, a couple minutes go by. You're just looking, not even touching. You see a couple letters. Some are open, some are closed. You just see a part of a word of something, some verbiage, and as you go through, you kind of accidentally just kind of knock into a letter. Just kind of sifting it just barely. And as you do so, you notice this is kind of some of the letters that he was just kind of rummaging through in the area. As you look through them, you notice just without even touching, there's the word kidnapping on one of the letters. It seems to be near the top, kind of half open. It's been opened, and it's not too old. You look around a few more things. You keep on looking, and you got a 16. You also look around and you notice that he has letters to many family members, and it looks as if many mistresses of him sending them very expensive jewelry with a bunch of money he's been getting.
I'm gonna forge
Oh.
the kidnapping letter
Huh?
and 2 of those money ones.
You're gonna like copy them. Okay. There.
I have, I can forge.
Alright, so you're gonna look at 'em?
Efficient.
You're gonna because you're the forger, you're gonna have to.
Oh yeah.
All right, so as you look through them, you kind of notice as you're just reading them that the first one you pull and you sift through and you find the kidnapping one almost immediately. Give me an intelligence check as you kind of read through it, because it's somewhat in some sort of lingo. It's not very tough to
Straight
read.
up intelligence.
Yeah.
16.
Oh yeah, you can kind of depict that there's definitely something with the electives as you read words of kidnapping. Some of the electives, a lot of payment and money, offers that have been going on for months in discourse, letters that are stacked up. Seems as if Rendell's been communicating with something that's obviously going on with some of these electives. They've been trying to communicate back and forth, and at some point it seems as if whoever this other party is trying to match up and find a point to gain some political gain. And as you read through, you can find that there's names of Beatrix Hemtrix. You notice that there's Albrecht Otto. You see Astario Buckman. These are 3 electives that you see that are going to be showing up at your guys' festival, and they're going to be speaking and hanging out with the citizens of Hexwell. You go on to the next one.
Not forge. I'm going to copy these.
Okay. You go on to the next one. As you do so, you notice that there is basically him. He's keeping money from all the workers. The only reason he's blackmailing them, keeping them here, and just giving them housing because they have nowhere to go to live. So he's just giving them housing in Rudenvale when they have time to make it back, and when he travels with the rest of the circus and the festival, he's just allowing them to stay with him and underpaying them. So giving them free food and alcohol and whatnot just to make it by. So that's pretty much their buy-in. They're pretty much just slave labor to him at this point. As you make it through, you don't really notice too much. You notice that he does every once in a while look, with all the money that he's been getting from the Yarwood family, that he looks to be trying to retire after this year. Like, he's looking to make some big payout if whatever this kidnapping or whatever is goes through. He's looking to make some big payout and make it out. Done. He's out of the business. He's trying to get out. That's what you can kind of depict from all this. He's trying to get out.
So I've got...
You got 2 letters. That was on 2 letters. One that looks as if it's a kidnapping involving elective, has been going back and forth with some time, and another one about him just shorting everybody of money and how he wants to retire, and he's been sending them back and forth through some family member.
That's it. And I'm actually going to forge them.
Okay.
So, like, it would be his handwriting, right?
Mm-hmm. Or as close as you can. Give me a... what would that be? Yeah, is that a...
It's part of my... It's just my charlatan. I can just do that.
There's a. Oh, is that a full ability?
Yeah, it says additionally you can forge
cool.
documents including official papers and personal letters as long as you have seen an example of the kind of document.
Oh, cool. So you just...
It's right in front of me.
Yeah, you just take some time and you do it.
Yeah.
All right, so as you do so, you guys wait a few moments, and as you wait there, you realize that nothing really happens. Tent's yours. You guys rummage through if you wish to, and you leave.
I would have walked 30, 40 feet, and then like watched the tent.
Just
like,
making sure
look
nothing
out,
happens.
But
Yeah.
no, I would not be anywhere near that tent.
All right,
I
so
would
you
have
guys,
left. Anything that I moved, like, exactly back how I found it.
all right, so you guys just kind of make your way back through. You move through. You guys go back out. You guys go back out into the middle of the city. You guys meander
Can we
about.
run? I'll run if I have to. Can I run back to... What's his name?
No.
The guy who we first talked to.
Miko?
Oh,
The guy who
Cal
we
and
first talked to.
Groff and Cal.
The guy we first talked to.
Gruff and Cal.
Nope, those are me.
The guy who we first...
Oh, Marcus Yorwood.
Yorwood, yeah.
Oh yeah, his
Can
name.
I run
was
back
down.
to his tent, see if he's still there?
Yeah, you could.
Okay.
This would be a time to do it. So you guys take about 30, 40 minutes, and in the meantime, you go running over. What do you guys do while he's doing
There's
this?
like a stretch of land between his tent and like the
Uh-huh.
entrance to the.
Yep.
Yeah. I'll fucking wait at the entrance of this like festival place,
All right.
and I will not go back to the guy's tent.
All right, so you guys wait, and then you see him. He kind of leaves the festival for a moment. You go. He's no longer there. He's already left.
You walk back.
But not immediately.
All right, so you kind of wait a minute. You wait. Guard kind of sits there. Yep, he'll be back in about a day, maybe 2.
Make sure that I leave.
Yeah.
I don't know. Obviously.
Yeah, so you just kind of hang out for a moment. Hang out. He's like,
Take a couple like side alleys.
yeah. just bounce around, and you make your way back, and then you re-enter. All right, so
You just see me teach
Leave
my
out the
foe
bag.
how to play rock, paper, scissors.
You're running real quick there.
it's parchment rock shears, bro.
Yeah.
Sure. I get that.
Yeah.
Check this out.
Yeah,
I'm
there
gonna
you
pull them aside and Just kind of like
Talk
off
for a
to the
moment.
side of
Yeah.
the main street and just show him these letters.
So you guys go over these letters.
I
He
was trying
shows
to
them
let-
to
I was
you.
trying to let Yorwood know about this shit. Look at this.
Yeah. Oh wow. Interesting.
Now, as you guys look over it, and now you have a moment to really look over it, you're not just, scribbling it down. You know that there are electives. They may have already shown up, but they are going to be here for most likely 2 to 3 weeks out of the almost 4 weeks.
You said it was in some kind of like lingo. It was hard to decipher.
Wouldn't say, they're not just saying, hey, we're going to kidnap these electives. They're like, hey, package. Meeting
He
place.
understands it because he has thieves' camp.
Oh, okay.
Exactly.
Okay.
So you can kind of sit there and look at it, but he really is like, oh, hey, yeah, they're
This
trying
means
to.
this.
You
this
sure?
means
You sure
this.
it's like a kidnapping? Like, it sounds like they just got a package. I'll take it. I'll let you do you.
Now, as you really look at it, you notice that it looks as if, obviously Rudenvale is possibly in on it. You're not quite sure.
Oh, does either of these letters mention the fact that he's underpaying his staff?
Yeah.
Yep.
This motherfucker!
He's underpaying so he can retire.
I'm angry. These are fucking working class people, and he's fucking over. If you're gonna run a goddamn business, do it right. Unbelievable.
All right.
I think tomorrow we're just gonna have to start doing it. God damn it.
All right, so a few more
Communism's always been the best form of government.
minutes.
I know, I'm a super ancient auto-gnome.
Oh, Jesus.
Who's good?
I was waiting for it. I knew you were going there with that. So after a few more moments, you guys wait. You guys hang around. You guys gonna head towards the Noble District, towards the dinner when it's about time, or you guys have other things on your agenda?
He said it was gonna be a couple hours.
How long since I left the gambling section?
3, 4.
Alright. One thing we should establish. What the fuck are we capable of? Like, I know what I'm capable of. I walked away, and I don't know what you did in there, but you got some good information, so that's cool. And you make metal fucking birds appear out of your chest? That's dope.
I should punch things with my armor.
I mean, okay. Hit things with a sword, that doesn't mean
About
that.
it.
I'm a thief. I'm a whore for money.
Oh, yeah?
Not literally.
Oh. Okay.
I'm a slave to the money.
I feel like you're in the right place. I feel like you will fit in right here.
I might slit your.
So, so I typically run up. And I hit
Passerby
shit.
here's
Just
as
like
you're
you,
walking
I don't
by.
have any blood.
Okay. Alright then. I hit shit.
You got a flesh and bone body in there.
None of his characters ever do.
I am an auto-gnome.
Anyways.
If you ever, so you caught some fucking
Dude, this
scans,
is-
and or like some weird
Oh,
like euphemisms that I wasn't quite picking up. That being said, if you get any letters in a different language you don't understand, I got something for that. I can literally read shit, even if I don't understand it. It's pretty fucking good.
Yeah, but I don't think that works against ciphers.
Yeah,
I
it
know
doesn't.
you're
No, it
trying.
doesn't. Like I
That's a
said,
cipher.
weird ass euphemisms fly right over my head. I'm more of a literal guy. It's quite literal. But yeah, like the package thing, I don't understand. I don't get it.
Yeah, that's code.
But if it's in like, I don't know, something fancy like dwarven, I wouldn't get it. Or I could get that. I could get that.
read.
Oh, that's cool. I
An
learned
elephant.
that one. I'm a common guy. Please just be common. Please. I won't get it in anything else.
You don't even speak Orcish?
I mean, yeah, but do you speak Orcish?
I totally speak Orcish.
Do you really?
Yes.
Oh shit!
Switches to Orcish.
What don't you do?
I'm gonna be like, I don't know if you saw this before, but and I'm just gonna like, fangs and my eyes are gonna go yellow, my ears are gonna go white. Just a quick little, and then back to like human.
That's cool as shit.
I don't. How? That's fucking.
Like one of those terrifying Furbies that was underneath your bed.
Oh God, nightmares. Nightmares. Oh. All right.
Just enough battery power. Yeah, just enough battery power in your closet.
It's
All
back.
right.
Yeah. Anyway.
All right, you're quiet. You're stealthy. I assume. Well, I mean, if you're a thief, I would assume you're quiet. I could be. Who the fuck knows what? Like, you could just bubble your way through what? I don't know. You make stuff and hits things with fists.
Explosions.
Explosions?
Explosions.
Explosions are cool. Yeah, I'm more of a control the pace of battle guy.
I have grenades.
I don't know what the fuck a grenade is, but that sounds cool.
It's an explosive you throw.
Oh, fucking cool. All right, we're cooking with gas. All right, let's fucking go.
I'm also known as the repairman. Except I don't fix like household appliances.
I fix up your mother.
Metaphors and euphemisms I just don't get on. Is that supposed to mean? I don't understand.
No kidding.
Olgith.
Yeah.
What? Ogath, get it right.
Okay, I'll spell it out for you. I'm a killer for hire.
Oh, okay.
Repairman, that's a code.
Same. I'm just a little bit more open about it. Like I'm a mercenary.
It also helps that repairman's the best cover because I can fix things well.
Okay. Well, whatever works. All right.
So you guys make your way towards
Just like in the middle of the street.
towards the Noble District, where you guys know that the dinner party to be happening soon. Do you want to stop by the tables on your way through the festival to check? Okay, good. You stop by. Everything seems to be going great.
Half
You just-
lady.
You stop by. You don't even know her name. You didn't even ask her, but she seems to just be. Yep. She always. Yep. Everybody's paying. There's still one more, but de-drunked and passed out. So everybody seems to be either getting ready to go home or we're gonna be closing up here in probably the next hour.
Anybody
or
I
so.
noticed from earlier?
No, everybody is either changed out or whatnot, and they're actually getting ready to close down. It's getting pretty late.
Well, yeah, that's another thing I was wondering. How late do the festivities go?
When we're open all night, but right now we're not really supposed to be open. And if some of the heretics were to know that we were out here performing illegal gambling, might get a little trouble, slap on the wrist. You know, nothing too much, but we usually close at about 10. So it's about 9-ish right now. So it's
Wait a
getting
minute,
pretty
is
late.
gambling illegal?
It's not
Or is
illegal.
there like curfew?
Yeah. It's
Okay.
more like they allow it, you just need to make sure you're getting permission.
Yeah, it needs to be like in the light.
Yep.
Like,
Sanctioned.
no hidden
yeah.
ga-
Yep.
And then
Yep.
go back out
Yep.
and shit.
Right.
Your name?
It's really
My name is Olga.
What was it?
Olga.
Olga.
I've been working here for a while. We travel with the festival as well. So, but well, come back and help me with the tables tomorrow. And she just starts putting away and.
Alright, keep it up,
Setting up.
Ollie. I'm
Yep.
just gonna walk away.
And you just go on about your way. Now, you guys kind of go through just checking on the rest of the festival, making your way, knowing you're not really invited, and you know that he said it was going to be quite a long dinner. You know it's about 3 to 4 hours, and you guys spend about an hour just kind of making sure the festival's safe, checking up on a couple things.
We're just like lingering, right? We're not-
Just kind of meandering about, you know, checking on
Throughout
games.
this whole process, if I see any guards fucking off, I'm gonna be like, get off your ass!
You see a couple, they're just like, who the fuck is that? And then they're just like, oh, okay. And then they see you walk by and they just kind of slump back down, and they're like, as they see you turn around and about to yell at them again, and they're just like,
Do I see any of the ones slumping?
yeah, I mean, you're walking with them,
My
yeah.
crow will fly near them,
Yeah.
and they will get shocking breath.
Oh, God.
Damn.
So, as you guys are just like going through and you notice this,
It's really teeny.
you're paying attention to part of them, and your crow just rips into a couple of them, noticing this, and as it does so, yeah, it just kind of like rips in, tases a couple of them, and upon this, for the most part, you know, they pay attention to it. Now, as you guys go through, you guys make it to this noble district. Upon doing so, you guys find just a corner that you guys can, for the most part, see that there's people that are forming up this little small party. As you see this corner just start bursting into this little festivity as the night's coming to a close. You see all the gymnasts and everybody start walking through the streets. Some are juggling a couple food carts. Everybody's getting ready to walk out. You notice that one of the buildings still has lights lit inside. This is most likely the building that has the dinner going on. You see 2 guards perched outside out front, and then after a few moments you still see some people hanging out, drinking and whatnot, partying out front in the streets outside of this building. A couple hours go by. Everybody give me a perception check as you hear, there's a couple instruments being played and people seem to be enjoying with the night coming to a winding end. People start relaxing and partying just a little bit.
21.
21? 8.
And at 20.
Okay, so you definitely notice that there seems to be groups of, I'd say a couple individuals that they're not really partying. They're kind of just hanging out. You sit here and you wait. You notice that a couple people kind of seem to die down, and the partying seems to subside for a moment. After a few more moments, you guys wait probably about another hour, and after that, you notice that most of the people have left. And there's about 5 individuals, 6 individuals that are kind of just perched outside of the building. They're kind of talking, keeping to themselves, but for the most part, that's all you can really tell. They're kind of, I'd say about 80, maybe 60 feet across the street. Nothing seems to really be going on. After a few more moments, you guys wait about another hour, about 3.5 hours in total, and you see a couple of carriages start coming up. You notice that one carriage comes up and a couple individuals walk out. You hear some murmurs on the other side. You see nicely dressed male individual. They kind of bow and then they get in. You hear words of people on the street that are just faintly kind of hanging out, not the same individuals, just waiting. Those must be some of the representatives. You see the carriage just kind of take off by horseback, pulled behind it in this nice carriage, and it kind of takes off. A couple more minutes go by. You see another individual walk out, another male. He comes, he tips his hat. Another cart and carriage go on. Then you wait about another 10 minutes. After this 10 minutes, give me another perception check. You would be the only one that would see this.
Garbage, 6.
You at least notice it, but you don't really have any detail. You see that there is these 5 individuals. They kind of shift for a moment. Now that the 2 carriages have gone, you see the 2 guards at the very front of this establishment kind of like veer off. You notice that these 5 individuals come to the front, and as this happens, you notice that these 2 guards split. Something happens. You see talking. You guys, now from the door, about 120 feet total, as they stand there, you see an individual, the light inside goes dark. You notice that the door doesn't open for a couple moments. And then you see a carriage pull up. You see a man sitting on top. He kind of looks around. And you just notice with your 6 very low, but he just kind of waits. A couple minutes go by. You see him, he kind of hops off and he goes up to the front door and he kind of... Miss Beatrix, the carriage waits. Nothing. You guys wait a few more moments. What are you guys doing? You guys just see what looks like these 5 individuals. While you were sitting here, you see them kind of just moving and meandering about the front, and then after the lights go dark, you see the rest, all but 2 from the front. The other 3 just kind of go around the side of the building and then just kind of disappear out of line of sight.
These were just random.
From what you can tell. Yeah.
Okay. And some
somebody walked up to the door and
Two of these 5 walked up, and when they did so, the other guards, the 2 guards over there, just kind of left.
Okay. And so this Beatrix is inside the house or the carriage?
You're not sure. She's not inside the carriage. You haven't seen her
Somebody
yet.
went knocking on the door.
Yeah,
I lost track.
her carriage man went up knocking on the door because no one had came out and the lights were off, and the other people had left, and he's obviously waiting for her. She hasn't come out yet. So he goes up knocking, no one answers. So now he's just kind of waiting, like, what's going on? And then you see these other 3 kind of break off from the other 5 and go around side of the building and out of line of sight.
I grab a rock. Is there rocks around?
There's some rubble, yeah.
I was gonna say I take a rock out of my pouch.
Okay.
I have a pouch full of rocks.
So, are we like diagonal?
Kind of. You're like at the corner of a street in a way, and you see this building,
It's to our
and
left.
yep, and you just see this, I'd say, smallish building, and it's 1 story. You see it's stone with like a red roof, and you see some like red and white tents and a Ferris wheel. Your guys are like kind of right in the center of the normal quarters, so you see a couple games that are going on, but people are kind of winding
And it's
down.
dark.
Yes, it's about 9-10 p.m. at this point.
I'm gonna throw a rock
Yeah,
to the left.
just at the building or
To the left of the 2 people
that are up front.
And the other 3, they went around the left side.
You just see them kind of disappear around the side of the building.
Right side, left side.
From where you're pointing, left side.
Yeah.
So like you're at this point, they just go
Yeah, I'm
around.
trying to throw a rock, just kind of like at that corner.
All right, so you just
And as I throw it, I'm gonna start briskly walking diagonal
give me a stealth check.
this way,
Mm-hmm.
like not toward the building,
Right,
but
a
this way.
diagonal. Now, as you do start walking, you notice there is an alleyway, almost like dead ahead where you're going.
Snowboard 10.
10. Okay. So as you throw this, and then you start beelining it over. Ooh, I wrote a 4. You notice that 2 guys, they kind of look over and then they kind of glance around the street. You kind of under the night with some of the lights kind of darkened, but still illuminated. You kind of just make your way walking and then kind of just dart off. And you're kind of quick. You kind of just make it into the side alley up against the wall. You're now on the outside wall, the opposite side wall where you just saw these guys just disappear of the same building. You now are kind of back up against it, out of line of sight. Doesn't seem as if they saw you from what you can tell. What are you guys doing?
Is this carriageman just like still?
He's just hanging out up front, yep, waiting. This all is going on, maybe like 10 seconds is going by.
I'll wait another like 10 seconds.
Okay, what are you doing, Autonome?
I'm just chilling.
Alright, so as this go by, everybody give me a perception check.
13.
17.
You can give me advantage because you're up against the building.
Oh,
4.
19.
Excuse. It's like the first time they have wisdom voice.
Yeah. So
I intentionally
as you're sitting here, the rest of you from your vantage point don't really see anything. You though, as you're standing here, you see 3 individuals. They pull out this body and you see it struggling. As you do so, you see what looks to be Rindell walking right behind these individuals, and you distinctly hear his voice. Just take her. Yep. Take her back to my tent. Be throwing her in the carriage. Just don't walk through the center of the festival. If anybody asks, she's part of the act that we're working on. Now, let's be quick about it. And you see him and these what look like 300 other individuals carrying like hogtied this black robed kind of dangling in their grips.
He's the one that saw this?
Yeah, he's the only one that's seen this now. And the rest of you guys are still kind of just hanging out on the corner. Now, you see them, they just kind of walk off as they looked. No, nobody saw you.
So they went. So I was like creeping toward the back corner.
Yeah, you're like on that corner, and then as you kind of peer off, you kind of heard them, and you, with your stealth, was good enough because they're not looking for you, so their passive perception didn't see you. And as you're just standing there, you kind of just hear this going on around the corner, and then you see him just walk past the small, quick alleyway and just kind of go off through the
Back
center.
toward the front of the building.
Yeah, well, not towards the front, towards like a back alleyway, towards like the center of the festival. So this is all happening like
So
very.
they're going away from me.
Mhm.
I'm gonna just loop around.
Okay.
So that the guys in front will hear
Yep.
me, even if they're still there.
Right.
For all I know. Loop around, try to get back to these guys.
All right, so you kind of go
Like,
a long
even if I
way.
have to go, like, around
I was about to say
across-
you probably have to go like around. You go like another alleyway. You look down. You see them. Their backs are turned to you, and they're walking. You kind of go the long way around the building, and then you skip one more alley over, and then take the long way back, and you reconvene back with these guys. It takes you about 35 seconds, doing it really quickly. As you do so, they're just still slowly kind of making it back around one corner. Haven't made it maybe half a block at this point, trying to be kind of stealthy themselves.
They just killed somebody. They're taking them back to Rendell's Stick.
Is the carriageman just still sitting,
Yep.
beating the door?
He's just standing there, and the two guardsmen are still out front, and he's like, Beatrix, and there's like, you see the two guys out front just kind of watching him. And now at this point, you guys see this guy walk up, and you just see one of the guardsmen grab the guy, and he just slits his throat. You just see this body, and he grabs him, they take him, and you see these two bodies, and as this happens all in a matter of like maybe 5 seconds, they grab him, and they just toss his body into the carriage.
Alright, Rennoc trash.
Beatrix was one of the electives in the letter.
Oh,
Guarantee that's her.
yeah, okay, cool. We should probably go stop that. Let's fucking chase down a carriage.
All right, so as you guys go in, you guys turn around and you see now this body being carried, and these three individuals followed by Rudenvale. You see them, you guys start making your way towards them, and we're gonna take a quick break and we'll prepare for that. So go to the bathroom, grab a drink, do your thing, and yeah.
Cotton candy?
Just get dried up quick.
Get it?
The Mystic Knights.
The Mystic Knights.
Nope.
Connor, you might.
Man.
Dude, I had these toys, dude.
Oh yeah. Oh dude, yeah.
It was
yes,
banging.
Yes, I remember some
The
of those.
Mystic Knights. No.
No, that looks like some American Power Rangers.
Oh my
ripoff.
gosh, pretty much.
That's what that's rip-off Power Rangers.
All right, here we go. All right, we're back. So here we go. Here's the battle map. So these are the stores. You guys are over here. This is where Rendell and his Goonies seem to be moving. This is where you guys are leaving, and the rest are just passerbyers, and the rest is going on. Now I will say that these even move. The cool thing about this, just in case you ever want to know, is that the models can actually fucking fit in there.
No, that's good.
Yeah, I literally upscaled them just to make sure. I'm like, if I'm gonna print them, we're doing it all the way.
Yeah.
So,
Do it right.
that's right. Now, at this point, as we're standing here and you guys are getting ready,
How far am I from here?
you're about, let's say you're 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55 feet from
Okay,
right there.
so like, guys, we want to stop these guys.
Yes.
Okay, then I'm gonna cast Shatter.
Well, as soon as you say that,
Don't fucking hit her.
I want everybody
Well, she's in the carriage.
to roll for initiative.
Where's she at then?
She's carrying them.
They are
She's
carrying her.
carrying them.
Yeah, but isn't she on the
He's
ground
carrying.
right here?
They are carrying her.
Aren't they dragging her?
So she's in like a rolled up bag, from what you can
Yeah,
tell.
so if I cast it here, it'll hit all of them, but not back here where she is.
No, she's here. She's in the center of
Make
them.
fucking doubly sure.
She's in the center of them.
Okay, then I'll cast it in a way so it's here and hits these.
All right, so you can hit those
We want
three.
the
I
carriage.
don't know if anyone picked up on the name Beatrix or not. I fucking did.
That's a 16 con save.
What was your initiative?
We're not
The sister of the captain.
Yeah, we're
named
rolling for
Beatrix,
initiative.
and she's an elected
This is
official.
pre-combat.
That's not how this works.
Okay.
What?
Nobody else rolled initiative.
That's
Yeah, I
I
did.
just said roll for
You're
initiative.
gonna sit
That was
15.
trash. 8.
6, 8. All right.
Damn, this shit's good.
Oh yeah.
What'd you get?
6.
Damn.
What'd you get, Brett?
8.
Jake?
17.
Ooh.
That's a lot of guys.
That is a lot.
Oh. Oh.
All right.
Okay.
So this will be your guys. You'll get one surprise action, and then we'll go in order. So, what do you guys want your one surprise? It could be what you just said, but I'm just saying that'll be the one group's activation, or someone can move or
So
whatever.
Are the?
That's
I don't
4.
See these? No.
You know that they were there from standing across when the carriage man walked up, but yeah, those.
I only see.
You only see one technically.
Is one of them Rendell?
Yeah, that guy right there.
This one?
Yep.
Okay. Okay. I mean, I'm gonna take point unless somebody says something. I got a spell ready.
I'd like to shatter here, but what's your options?
I was gonna slow the whole group.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, that one doesn't fucking kill people. I'm gonna cast slow.
Okay.
Figure out what the fuck it does.
Is it
Oh,
like a,
that's a warlock spell list. That would be why.
is it like a 30-foot cube?
I believe so.
Yeah, it's like a
It does a bunch of shit.
disadvantage and stuff.
There it is. It is range 120 feet, not a problem. It is a 40-foot cube. And so I'm gonna fucking do 40 feet from this front way. It's 40 feet on a side.
Here, we'll
so
just center it. Where do you want the center to be, and we'll just cube it out.
essentially towards
In
that
this
carriage,
area.
right? As many people in it as possible. Up to 6 creatures. So I'm gonna do the 4 that I can
4,
see.
And then these 2.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Each target must succeed on a DC 15 Wisdom save.
All right, here we go. So for the group, no. 1 save. No. Rendell saves.
Damn.
The 1 back guard saves, and then that 1.
So that was 3 and 3.
Yep.
Okay. Any affected target's creature speed is halved. They have -2 to AC
Okay.
and Dex saves.
Okay.
They can't use reactions.
All right.
On its turn, it can use an action or a bonus action, but not both. Regardless of the creature's abilities or magic items, it can't make more than one melee or ranged attack during its turn. If the creature attempts to cast a spell with a casting time of 1 action, you need to roll a d20. On 11 or higher, the spell doesn't take effect until the next turn, and the creature must use its action on that turn to complete the spell
How long does that last?
until I drop concentration.
Okay. All right.
Or a minute.
Or they leave it.
No.
It just lasts.
As far as, the initial casting is the 40-foot cube.
And then once they're affected, they're affected.
Yeah, then it's the targets within that cube.
Okay. And then what's the save I gotta beat?
It's a DC. You don't get to make more saves.
Okay. So
Yeah.
once they fail, they fail.
Oh, wait. At the end of each turn, you get a save. Excuse me.
All right.
Yes, I
Cool.
misspoke.
Cool. All right. So you, and at this point now, everybody in this vicinity knows what's going on. You see them just slow down for a moment. You see Rendell, though, in a moment, he turns, and as he does, he gets ready to act. You see his eyes almost like darken in a way. You see his wrists and his necklace almost start to glow in some sort of fashion. What do you want to do, Mr. Peepee?
Fuck you, Rendell.
I'm gonna bonus action shift because I'm in distress.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna move 15 feet here. Wait. 15. And then I'm gonna throw a dagger.
All right.
It's 30. It's 20 to 60 feet, so I'm gonna throw it 30 feet.
Okay.
I'm gonna throw it at his shoulder.
Got you.
Is he carrying her?
He's not Rendell, but the other three are.
This guy.
Yes, those guys would be. Yes,
I want to
yes,
throw
yes,
it at
yes.
this guy's shoulder.
Okay.
Oh gosh, that's a nat 1.
Nope. So as you do so, you just throw it back and boom, and it just hits into the tent behind.
See, I have 15 more feet of movement. I'm just gonna move like 10 more feet this way and just go behind this post.
Roger that. All right. At this point, Mr. Oh God, I can never remember your name. Broomhand. Broomhand.
Yep.
What you doing?
Okay. I'm fucking real annoyed.
Was that red dice? Anything special?
That is the slow effect area
Yeah.
that we know. You can move it if you want.
Is this a guy?
Yeah, that's just okay. So from what you can tell, those are the only enemies. Everybody else is just citizens.
Okay. I'm gonna fucking 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I'm going to move 30 feet of movement, and then I'm going to Adrenaline Surge,
All right.
which is an orc ability. I get some temporary HP, and I get bonus action dash. So I'm gonna do that to get behind some cover. Yeah, that's probably my best source of cover. And then I'm going to use my action to Eldritch Blast.
Alrighty.
And then I'm going to do the one with the dagger sticking out of him, I guess.
Alright.
Oh,
So
which one is
you
any
missed,
I missed the dagger.
but it was going after that one.
Is one of those 3 slowed?
Yes, 2 of them are.
I'll do one of the slowed ones.
Okay.
So that way they have a -2 to AC. Yeah, and I'm going to shoot out 2 blasts of my Eldritch Blast. Fucking trash. 9.
No. Nope, that misses.
Okay, and then the second one, 14 plus shit.
Yep.
Alright, cool. So he takes a cool whopping 1d10 damage. He takes 2 force damage.
Okay.
And then I gotta figure how much temporary HP I get back.
Alright. Anything else?
I still have movement.
Uh-huh.
I will duck a little farther behind this fucking thing.
Alright. At that moment, you will see Rendell. He will turn, and within this, not affected by your slow,
Okay, 3.
he will turn and you will notice that his eyes will start to glaze over in almost this dark purplish black manner. As he does so, he will turn and he's going to look right at you, Mr. Gnome Man. He looks at you and then he looks at you. As he does so, seeing you shift, you see gathering in his hand this dark orb of pulsing purple magic, and he's going to beam out. Let's see. We'll do 2. You haven't hit him yet. 2 at you and 1 at you, just because you already attacked one.
Does cover have anything?
Yeah, it will.
Okay.
12 onto you, Jake. 20, non-natural. That'll hit, and then onto you, 24.
Oh, I don't have shield. I don't have
Shield?
I don't have-
So it misses. All right. Wow, that's high AC. Jeez.
I have 27 when I shield.
Yeah, he's an artificer. No.
All right. So you will take from this. You feel this pulsating damage, and it boom, as it waves into you. You will take 24 points of necrotic damage. As it does so, you will then see him start jingling around parts of these bones that he has around his wrists. And let's see, he's gonna move. So he's going to go. And he's gonna move. He's gonna just poke behind here, and then these guys.
You guys have movement.
Yep. So is that guy. Or this guy's not. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3. Okay, so these 2 guys are just gonna shoot out. One guy's got an actual crossbow, the other guy's got a small one. 22. Whiffs.
27.
Whiffs. 21.
Yeah.
Hits. You're gonna take 7 points
Is there any
of
cover
piercing.
behind the pole?
Oh yeah, you're right. So you would be +4 because you're half covered. So
Uncanny dodge, yeah.
20.
I would be +4 or
Yeah,
minus
you would-
4 to yours.
Well, it would be 17. The 17 hit.
Still hits.
Yeah, so just shoots you barely in the leg, so 7 points of damage. And that's the end of their turn. The other 2 guys, they're just busy dealing with the guy in the carriage.
Oh yeah, because I can see that.
Yep.
It's not just melee attack.
No, uncanny dodge is I took damage, I want to half that.
Yep.
I'm pretty sure it's everything but magic.
You could half the 24.
No,
As
like
long as
AoEs.
I can see them.
Yes,
I
I
can
think.
As long as it targets him, he can use uncanny dodge. If it's like a fireball,
Fireball. Right,
it's
you
an
can.
explosion, that doesn't work.
You're
so
up.
the orb would have still hit me for 24.
No, you could have half that if you wanted, because that was a direct attack.
Well, the 20,
I didn't-
20 something.
I didn't catch that.
It's alright.
So I'm gonna cast.
Sorry, you can have the 24 if you want.
I'm gonna cast Shatter
Okay.
right here.
Alright.
So it's a 16 save from all of these.
16.
And Beatrix is not within that range.
Where's
No,
the?
she's here. Put this.
Yeah,
Put it here.
Yeah, just back to it.
Yeah, she's just dropped back there.
here.
Yep, right there.
So it's gonna hit all 3 of these guys.
Failed 1 natural 20 and failed natural 2. So the guy in the very back passed.
They'll take 14 thunder damage.
14
And if they're
thunder
wearing
damage.
armor, they have to roll to save at disadvantage.
Okay, well they're all wearing armor. Light armor, but it's armor.
I think it has to be metal armor.
It's okay. I rolled nat 20 and an 18, so it's
And I'm
all
gonna move closer.
right. How far?
Oh, yeah. Get up in there. All up in the gut.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, like 30.
Yep.
All right. Oh, anything else?
Nope.
All right, on to you, Mr. PP. What is your freaking name?
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Po boy. Po boy?
Pewter.
Oh boy, Peter.
What you doing?
Pewter pie.
You just see a bunch of the scattering of the crowd. Everybody's like, run, run, run!
Did I run under this?
Yeah. Give me an athletics check. It's still moving, so as you see it just kind
Acrobatics or athletics?
or acrobatics, excuse me, yeah. As you see it just kind of boom, boom, and you're just kind of timing it, waiting.
10.
10. So you see it, it's whoa, Whoa, you see, and it's right here, and it's gonna jump. Give me a dexterity saving throw to see if you can like jump through or possibly not get hit by this. 8. So you kind of and you get picked up into a bucket, and you just and it's and it takes you, and now you're about back here. You're about 2 turns back. Yep, here I got you, and you're just kind of picked up in this bucket on this one back here. 2 highs up. What do you want to do? You got the rest. You got another. You can use the rest of your movement. Try and jump out. What do you want to do? You're about 10, 15 feet off the ground getting pulled up.
What is this made out of?
Wood and metal.
Can I like swing around here and climb down?
If you want to, that'll be an acrobatics check.
Okay.
Alright, let her rip.
Fine. 6, 21.
Alright, so you make your way down, go in the opposite way. You want to go back down here?
Yeah.
Alright, so you cat whip down. I'd say you have about another 15 feet of movement if you want to.
But no more actions.
No more action, that would be double movement, yeah. Playing the Ferris wheel.
It's like, I'm gonna go right back here.
Yeah.
I'll just go to the opposite side. Just
All
go right there.
And as you do so, now these 2 guards on the other side dealing with the carriage see you come running up, and 2 of them turn and they just seem to have noticed you. All right, on to you, Mr. Broom Hand. I'll never remember that. I don't know why. I want to say Broom Hand or Broomhead. I don't know why.
Broomhead.
I don't know why.
Broomhead.
Broomhead.
Fuck.
Bro.
Okay. That's if I moved, it'd be 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. Okay. Then I am going to. I believe I'm going to. That's fucking Rose, not Warlocks anymore. That fucking sucks. I know for a fact I'm going to cast Mirror Image as my action.
Okay.
So, 3 more of me appear.
Okay.
And so there's just like 3 of me hanging out.
Mm-hmm.
And then I am going to fucking duck out 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I'm within 60 feet. I gotta just double check the range, but then I'm gonna use my bonus action to Hexblade Curse fucking Rennoc, the fucking main asshole. I
Alrighty.
believe it's 60 feet.
Is it a save?
No, it's tapped.
Oh shit, nice.
That'll be my movement, and then that'll be my action.
Wait, can I see that bad boy?
And yeah. Now I will move within melee range of the fucker,
Okay.
just in case he wants to fucking run away from me. And that's the end of my.
Alright, Rendell's feeling juicy. He's gonna, we're gonna unleash into you and you. Another arcane burst. So, into you, Mr. Headbroom.
Within 30 feet? Well,
20.
fucking, I was not in range for Hexblade's Curse, so instead I'm gonna fucking. Who, are you attacking weight at all? Or was it the 2 of us?
Yeah, it was gonna be the 2 of you.
2.
No, you.
Then never mind. I just,
Oh, no, yeah, no, you're right. It would have to be Wade.
Then
Yeah.
I'm just not gonna use my bonus action.
Okay. So, the first one, that's a 22 into you, Headbanger.
I'll shield.
Okay. Next one into you, 13 misses. And then this is into you. 18.
Miss.
Okay. You then will notice that he will use. Ooh, here we go. He's gonna look right at you since you seem to be pretty annoying. And
Me?
no. At the automaton here. And you're gonna feel this darkness start coming over top of you. As you feel this, you notice that not only you, but this darkness starts swirling around him. And everybody you see as he starts moving forward
Coming towards me.
Yeah, 60 foot. 10, 15, 20. Oh, yeah, it's about to wreck. So he turns. Well, it seems that there's no reason that I should hide. And you see the darkness completely void over his eyes. As he does so, he turns and he's going to blast everybody in a 60-foot radius, everything. In range. I need a Constitution saving throw. This needs to pass 19.
20 something.
Nice.
Natural 20.
Nice.
25.
What'd you roll?
16.
Okay. If you passed, you are going to take 11 points of damage, of necrotic damage. If you failed, you're going to take 23 points. And you notice that this circle starts emanating around him. As you see this, you notice that this spear just ripples out and kind of ripples back in, and you see him kind of absorb part of this power. As he does so, you see a bunch of these civilians just fall, one by the next, all of these just start toppling over. Yeah, you too.
Even his bad guys.
Yeah, they're gonna take damage too. That's what.
Nope.
Yeah, it's everybody. Net 20, 17, 10, 13. Okay, so 2 fail. All right. So they're gonna take 13, 23, 23. Okay. And then he turns to you. This festival can be yours. I just want Beatrix. Let me have her. And you see almost like this darkness possession has kind of taken over, and you almost see him still there, this pale, now older elf, you can tell. Still half elf, but with this streak of hair almost like illuminating and beaming off of him. And these bones are emitting this bright aura and this light around him. And that's the end of his turn. You see the rest of his henchmen? They are going to move up. You're there. He's going here. He's going here. And this two are going to start moving their way over to here. And he's going here. So we're slamming on you first, Mr. Headbanger.
3 of them are still slow moving.
Yeah. Yeah, but with the one guy that made it up, he's the only one. Wow, all those were awful. So now the 2 are onto you. Or no, yeah, they're onto you. Yeah. Are these a disadvantage?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, so 18 for the first one. They're awful. And then onto you, Mr. PP. These guys over here, they moved up. They saw you. They've quit dealing with the dead guy in the carriage. 14 is the highest. And 17. That one hit.
Okay, what's a 15-foot cube?
One second.
What's Thunderwave?
You're gonna take 6 points of piercing
It's not
damage.
you in the middle of it. You are standing at the edge of the cube, and so it's 3 squares wide, and then 3 squares deep. And so if you were here, it'd be these 9 squares.
So yeah, you can hit these 3, not.
I mean, yeah.
Depends on which space he's in.
So if he's here, you could get. Yeah, you could be at a corner of the cube. Yeah, and so you should be able to get 3 of them.
You could get at least 3,
Or
depends on where this
these
is.
3 or these 3.
Yeah.
I don't think you can do all 4.
I'll just hit whatever 3 he fucking chooses I can hit.
Just say, if you do these 3, you won't hit Brian.
Yeah.
These
Yeah.
3.
We'll do those 3.
Yeah, that'd probably work.
Is that a dex save?
Yes, sir.
I was gonna say they're at -2 from dex
You won't
save.
hit Mr.
It's crabs.
Krabs.
No.
Mr. Clubhand.
They need to pass the 16 dex
Captain
save.
Clubhand?
No.
Captain Headbanger. What is it?
There's not even a head or a banger.
17, 16 natural.
Is that -2? Is those dex
No.
saves?
Dex saves.
They have -2 to
hang
dex
on, let me
saves.
double check.
They both fail.
Okay. Yeah, well, hang on, I didn't add, those were natural.
The slowed ones do, excuse me.
Dex is +2, so Rendell is +2, so it cancels that out. So he'll pass. And then the other guard are not, so they'll
The
fail.
other guards.
Yes, the other guards will you said 3, so Rendell passes. These 2 fail.
Okay, so this guy gets knocked 10. Both the failures get knocked 10 feet away from me,
Okay.
and that would be into one of them would go into him.
No.
Yeah, he would. Okay, so does it say it takes any force damage or anything? Does the spell say it does?
I just
Thunder damage, right?
it does 2d thunder damage.
Okay,
It
so,
does 14 to the failures, 7 to the passing.
alright, so he's gonna slam into him. And we'll just say, I'll make a strength check to see if Rendell moves. Yeah, he's gonna move. So he's gonna get pushed back as well, slightly into him, and as he does so, he's gonna take D6 damage, and the guy's also gonna get slammed into the Ferris wheel. So the guy's gonna take 5 damage into Rendell,
And I'm
dealing,
going to
and then
bonus
2
action
damage into the Ferris wheel.
get bonus off.
Okay, the one guy that you just hit into the Ferris wheel is kind of looking a little rough, but the guy you just slammed into Rendell, he's looking pretty messed up. He's
And
starting to
that's
bleed. Okay.
That's my turn.
Alright. Anything else? Anybody? While that's all happening,
Thank God Jake still has a turn. Oh, thank God.
we good?
Oh, you know what to do.
Alright.
Kind of, you know. I'm like, I got spells. Like, oh, I'm gonna go.
You're up, Jake.
If I knock somebody away with my action, can I spend my reaction on
I'm gonna lash into the dude on my left.
If you knock someone away with your action,
Or chick, whatever
you're
that
forcing
person
movement,
is.
no. There's
Yeah.
certain spells which
Yeah, you
you
gotta
make
do the
them
check
use
there.
their reaction to
Ooh,
move,
10 to hit.
and that does.
Into the chick?
Into
Will
the
hit.
chick.
Yeah, the chick will hit. She has no armor.
Woo! Okay. Not gonna be a lot. That's okay. 7 damage.
She falls.
Okay, I'm going to bonus action disengage.
him over there killing civvies.
No, that was
They
a guard.
attacked me.
It was a guard.
I'm gonna
She-
bonus action disengage.
Yeah, it was someone with them, it seems. They were dealing with the carriage guy.
Oh, I'll go 30 feet right here. Is that dead?
Yeah, from what you can tell, Rendell's big blast killed a bunch of people. 60-foot radius, killed all these civilians, and knocked everybody out in the area.
Just gonna shake my head.
Yep. You see people just just running, just terrorizing, screaming, and going.
People are getting trampled.
Yep. All right, Captain Headbanger, or Head Broom,
Oh fuck. Okay.
Broom Hand.
So is like dark magic shit still swirling around Rendell?
Yeah, it seems to be pulsing out. Not currently doing anything from what you can tell, but it is swirling around.
Dang it.
Oh, thanks. Ooh, good.
Using spell my spellcasting ability. Okay. Okay. I don't like whatever the fuck that was. So I'm gonna cast Dispel Magic on it.
Oh, okay.
Yep. And so if it's a spell effect at 3rd or lower level, it just works.
It does.
No more black magic voodoo.
I rolled low anyway. I
Yeah.
was gonna contest it, and it was a nat one. So
I would have rolled a specific set DC. It would have been, you know.
you would have, yeah. we would've.
Yeah.
All right, so you see this aura around him just pulsate and just shrink and subside.
Okay. And then I'm gonna use.
He just kind of what?
He is. I'm gonna use. Now I'll use Hexblade's Curse. Why not? On Rendell. He is within 30 feet. Yep. Now he's Hexblade Curse.
Okay. What does that do?
If I hit him, I crit on a 19 or 20.
Nice.
Anytime I hit him, I do a little bit extra damage. And if he dies, I get HP back.
Does that work for other class?
All right.
Right? That's extra.
Anything else?
Yeah, that's the whole shit. Yeah.
Were we talking about that before?
That's my action and bonus
the
action.
Wasn't that the Scooby-Doo?
Yep. All right.
Hex scrolls.
On Rendell's turn, he's gonna move up to you, and you see him. He pulls out his hand, pulsing with his dark purple power, and he touches you. I need you to give me a wisdom saving throw as you feel this dark, pulsing necromancy magic pulse into your body. What'd you roll?
18.
You feel this pulsate through your body. You failed this. You notice that this curse.
Oh, I can add a D4 to it because I'm not know.
You need to pass a 20, so you need at least 2.
It's 2.
Nice. So you do not. You notice that this basically just flows through you, and you withstand it. The damage that goes through still will happen, but you do not take the curse. You're going to take just 4 necrotic damage, and that is it. After that, you see him, he turns, and he waves his hand, and this dark purple shield emits around him. And then...
You're taunting this.
That's it. He's just gonna... No. Yeah, that's it. That's it. Now these guys are just gonna slam you in, beat. So, and then... This guy's coming back in. Alright. They're slamming. Net 1, nothing. Back into you, Wade. God, I'm rolling like absolute ass. Actually 20 into you, or 24 into you. Or an 18 plus 6. Okay, so the 1 and then into you once. No. Alright, you're gonna take 14 points of piercing damage. And that's the end of his turn. These two guys, the 1, he is going to chase you around here. As he does so, you see one of the civilians come up and helps. It seems as if they grab something out of the audience, nothing. And it seems he turns, he just backhands her, drops her, but it does take part of his action. He turns, that is his action and his movement, onto you.
I almost don't need to taunt, so I'm just gonna use my AoE cantrip, Thunderwave, Thunderclap. That's a 16 Constitution. Never mind, I have to fucking taunt him. I'm just gonna hit him. Hit the big one.
In Rinda.
That's 9 plus 8. 17.
That will... Yeah, that'll barely hit. As you see, it just barely breaks through his purple shield that he has around him.
Does 11 thunder damage,
Okay.
and he has disadvantage on attacking people that aren't me.
Okay.
And I'm gonna hit this one, that one right there,
Directly behind you.
directly behind me,
Okay.
and that's 13.
No. Misses.
Is that one of the slow ones?
Yes. Oh, actually, hey, let me
That
make
might
saves
hit.
for him.
Oh yeah, I forgot all about that.
Okay, so, yeah, 2 are no longer
My
slowed.
bad.
No, it's alright, I forgot to. No, 1's still slowed.
Okay.
Anything else?
I'm gonna use my bonus action to give myself 6 temp HP.
Alright. On to you, Mr.
Oh boy.
Oh boy!
Alright, I'm gonna bonus action steady aim, which is advantage
Okay.
on this guy. Is that double roll or plus 2?
Double roll.
Double roll.
Oh, 19.
Oh, so close.
So 20 something to
Oh,
hit.
yeah.
And that gives me sneak attack. $12 points of piercing damage. Oh, plus 3, sorry. 15 points of piercing damage.
And you see this one fall over.
I'm coming, guys!
Weakly guarded, piercing through. Now,
And...
you have movement.
Yeah. I just want to get close. I want to get 2 close. Either way.
I'm at a third level. There's all spells on mine. Oh, alright, I changed that plan. What the purple thing was.
Is this person alive?
If you look at them,
Yeah.
from what you tell, they're unconscious, barely. I mean, they're dead, but they're unconscious. They could probably be possibly revived if healed. Alright,
I'm
on to you, Brett.
Is this bag containing Beatrix still moving at all? Is it good?
From what you can tell, give me a perception check.
Oh, fucking 20.
It's not moving, but you can see it, from what you can tell, has moved recently. So it looks as if, maybe not from what you can tell, but it possibly has moved from the first time you saw it move, yes. You're not quite sure if it was from her maybe squirming or from the battle.
I just want to make sure she's fucking dead. Alright, I don't know. That gives me nothing. What square is this guy in specifically? He's kind of like on an edge here, and I want you to clarify that.
Yeah, he's here.
Is he the one that's still slowed?
Yes.
Alright, cool.
Everybody else is good.
Neat. I'm gonna use my action to booming blade him.
Okay.
Oh, please hit. 14.
That hit barely hits.
Nice. So he takes fucking this. Ooh, 9 plus 6, 15 points of well, 1.
He falls.
Yeah, it's
You can knock him
shit.
over. Yep, he's
Yeah,
down.
some shit. I don't know. There's some weird.
He
shit.
only had 12 left.
Cool. That's my action, and then I'm gonna use my bonus action to bardic inspire my octonome friend here.
Alright.
And so you get an extra D8 on an attack roll or save or ability check or some shit like that. And then he's having some trouble, so I'm gonna move over here for the sake of flank.
Stick a flank.
Yeah. That's the end of my turn.
Okay. So, at the start of his turn, you see.
Oh, everyone that's slow is dead, so I can just drop fucking concentration. What is going on? Secondary model. Don't know who I'm a fan.
That's nothing that crazy. You see him turn. He jingles all the bones
Fuck
that are
yes.
hanging from his wrists and whatnot. And you see a bunch of these bodies all around start waking up and turning into these. Give me your undead blade. Into these undead bodies. As you see 5 of them come up and out of the ground. As he does so, you see him turn, and within his eyes, he yells, "Kill them! Kill them all!" You see these all turn.
It sounds like Dance Macabre. Which, if I know my necromancer spells, it's concentration.
Beat the shit out of him.
That's the plan.
Here we go.
You can add
All right.
to one. You should
So-
get at least one.
He does that.
Does he still have purple shield?
Yes, he does. As he does so, he's going to turn his hand, and once he does so,
I'm just gonna shield now.
he shoots right at you with 2 purple bolts. The first one is 14. Second one is a 25.
Still misses.
You gotta be running out of shields. Dude.
That's.
Wha-
I have one more.
How many do you get?
One more shield. I
How
have
many
my
do you get
3,
total?
4.
Okay. And the second one is going into you.
You should have disadvantage. 'Cause
9. Misses.
oh, I'm good.
Okay, and then that is the end of the skeletons now. They are going to swing in. They are +4. So, this is all, the first 2 are into you.
Great.
So, 15 and 23.
The 23 will hit.
Okay, you're going to take 4 points, or 5 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
The rest of the Goonies are going into you. 24 and a 3. Those will both whiff. Does 23 hit?
Nope.
Nope. Alright, so you just hear just banging on this huge sub, like centennial man.
Love it.
You now, 2 of them going in. Nat 1 and a 14, and then a 16 and another nat 1. So 2 hit.
16 the 16 will hit.
Okay, so you're going to take 5 points of piercing damage. And that is it.
How you doing up there?
Odd is rounded up, right? Odd is rounded up.
Down. Yeah,
Down.
everything rounds down.
Yeah, we're rounding
You said
everything.
You said 5. So
Yes.
Oh, you
Yeah,
used
2.
your
Yep.
reaction.
Yep.
Okay.
Well,
And then that's them.
yeah.
So it's me.
I don't
Yep.
ever really use reaction.
Can I hit him?
Advantage or
Yeah. The
That's
only other
19 plus a
opportunity
bunch.
would be the only.
What is it?
They're not
19
moving
plus a bunch.
away from you.
Okay, yeah, that'll hit.
20.
3 plus
Not
8
too bad.
damage, and he's on it again.
Okay.
I'm gonna hit the guy between us.
Alright.
This is I have my full temp health, so I'm gonna. That's it. I
Alright,
gotta go back.
you're good.
I'm done.
It's not too often y'all go in a row.
Right? It's boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
I'm gonna bonus action disengage.
Okay.
Like this guy.
You going for him.
Oh, I rolled a 3.
Lame.
So even with all my stuff, he's like 18, so I can't hit him.
17 hits, I think.
It would be 9 plus 2. 11.
Yeah, rough. That's, yeah, I don't think I am. Next turn. Next turn. Shit should go
It's
right.
going down next
Shit should go okay.
Alright.
I'm gonna fucking risk it for the biscuit. I'm gonna use my action to cast Hold Person on Rindell.
Okay.
So that's a DC 15. Fucking wisdom save? Oh, should I know that?
Oh god. He turns as he looks at you. This fighting, it's just going to keep going on. Oh god, Scarlet's eating
I
something.
think the dog's
Fuck off.
getting
Get out of there. Get. Fuck off.
She gonna eat it all.
it. Hey, you're waiting for those.
What is it? What's the save?
DC 15
Fail.
wisdom save.
Fail.
He failed?
Yeah.
He is paralyzed.
Nice.
He is paralyzed.
Alright.
Oh shit, dog. Okay.
That was it.
That is hella good. And then I don't think I have anything else.
My dairy today, I finally remembered. I'm like, you know,
he's fucking paralyzed. That means attacks against him have fucking. And if they hit, they're an auto crit. So if you get that sneak attack damage.
anything else? Because it's his turn now.
I'm gonna use a bonus action to. Wade still has his bardic inspiration. He hasn't used it yet, as far as I know. And so I'm gonna bardic inspire my other friendo.
Alright.
What's that mean?
You just get an added
So
D8.
anytime you roll a d20, you can add a d8 if you think you fail.
Yep. Alright, so you see him now in his turn. I'm tired of these games. He turns.
He's held. He's paralyzed.
Oh, that's right. He's.
Paralyzed.
At the end of your turn, you can make another wisdom save.
I can't cast or anything.
Nope, you're paralyzed.
Okay.
Can't command your zombies either. Right?
No, I can.
Yeah.
Those can still do it, and all the other guys can. Alright, so they're gonna just slam jam. Alright, these guys are gonna move up. Yeah, we're just meat piling it in. Bones and all, bitches.
There's a dog nose in my crotch.
Yep, that's Lola. Sounds about right.
Actually, oh, you threw it away.
That's what happens when you.
No, I set it on the
So
chair.
there you go.
Alright, here we go. So, these are all going into you, Bryant.
Okay.
Let's see. 16, 19, 19.
I'm gonna shield. I'm
Okay.
gonna use my reaction. So my AC is 24.
Okay, so, yep. So you see them all just slamming at you, and those all will miss.
I need to keep concentration on the whole person.
You see another
Hell, and more
one.
when I do that.
Alright, so they're going into. This one's going into you. 2 are going into you, Jake. A 19 and a natural 1.
19 will hit.
19 will hit, so
Oh.
you're going to take
I still have mirror image.
6 damage. That is piercing. The other one is going into. Does he has a shield left?
Who? Wait. He
Yeah.
has one. He should have one spell slot left. Yeah.
Ask him. Wait, are you gonna shield?
Okay.
Okay, well then those 2 won't hit him. Okay, and then that is it.
Okay.
It's his turn.
He's paralyzed. Currently taking
Just
shit.
take your. Yeah, we'll just take your turn.
Yeah, we'll come back.
he's-
Yeah,
Yeah,
we'll
we'll
circle
come
back.
back. Yep.
Do that big dick damage.
As long as I hit, right?
As long, yeah, yep. As long as you hit. You have advantage on the attack because he's paralyzed, if I recall correctly.
Right. So
Double check.
plus
Here,
2.
trade her for you. Come on. Get her.
Is it plus 2 or roll another?
Attack rolls
Come on, what are you doing?
against the creature have advantage. So yeah, you roll another one, and you have +2 because you're flanking.
You it's your turn technically.
18 plus 8.
Yeah, that's
That'll hit. And so now it's a crit. And so, and you have sneak attack damage.
Oh Jesus.
So yes.
11, 12, 13, 14, 28.
28.
Piercing damage.
Is that doubled already? Nice. Good damage. All right, now onto you. You moving or anything?
I'm gonna hit.
Okay.
You don't have like.
Yeah, I'll bonus action disengage.
Are you dual wielding?
Oh, I am. I can bonus action.
You can bonus action
Offhand.
attack. Yeah.
Yeah, you can do it with your offhand.
Yeah, let's do that.
Which is still an
Let's just do
advantage.
that.
Yep.
Yeah.
What?
No, you got
Oh,
hit.
I just have to
You still
roll
hit, yeah.
for an attack. Yeah.
Yep.
It's an advantage.
Okay.
There you go.
18.
Yep.
And it's still an automatic crit.
Mm-hmm.
You don't get sneak attack damage, but you still.
I don't get my modifier either.
Oh, you don't have the fighting style.
Bro, it's just automatic crits every time you hit.
Yeah.
Yeah, just paralyze that.
Yeah.
Nutty.
There's a reason I'm like I need to keep concentration. on
12 more
12.
damage.
All right.
Short.
40 damage. Alright, what are you doing?
21 to hit.
That'll hit.
Here's the next one.
What are you doing? You
That
just
one hits. I'm just
punching
punch.
him? Alright.
The big guy.
Yeah, both crits.
What's the damage?
8 plus 3, 8 plus 5.
13.
13, 26.
Okay.
And the second one does 5 plus 5, 10,
20.
20.
So 46
And
points
he's
of damage.
He
Jesus.
gets out of the...
He's getting pretty weak. You see him, he starts spitting out blood. He turns. What if we just talk about this? We could work this out. You let me leave, and I take Beatrix. The rest of you can go amongst your way. Have your festival. How does that sound?
He's paralyzed. He can't talk.
You can talk a little bit. It says that you can mutter a little bit, but it's fine. No, that's mine. What kills guy? Or at least that's the goal.
Alright.
He should be in this square. He's outside of my reach. I would proc 2 opportunity attacks if I moved. Do not want to drop concentration on the spell, so that fucking sucks. So I'm instead just going to use. Oh! I know what I'm gonna fucking do. I am actually gonna make a fucking melee attack against one of these skeletons, and it's a natural 20, baby. It's oh my god! So I get 2d8. Whoopsies! Because I'm going to be expending a flourish, and that's why it's 2d8. So that is going to be 9. 9 doubled is 18, plus 6, so 24
Yeah.
against, let's say, that skeleton there.
Okay, so ripped apart.
Who's dead.
Just gone.
And I get an extra 4 AC because I'm using a defensive flourish. And so currently my armor class is 23.
Nice. Alright.
And then neither of you have used Bardic Inspiration yet. And so I don't think I have anything for bonus action. I'm gonna wink at Rindo.
Alright. He doesn't give a fuck. He's I need to make my saving throw.
Yeah.
Nat 20.
That is gonna get silvery barbs as my reaction. So re-roll that.
Alright, here we go. Give me another nat 20. 16 plus, what is it?
Let's see.
Okay, it was plus 2,
Damn.
I think. So 18, so he's no longer. So
That happens at the end of his turn.
okay, so he's just done.
Yep.
So he's good until next turn.
Damn.
Alright, all the skeletons are gonna act.
But he has damn.
So 1, 2, so we're going 3.
So he's not paralyzed anymore?
No, he's not paralyzed anymore. Those 2 will miss into you. This is going 2 into you, Jake. Nat 1 at 15. That one hits. Okay. You're going to take...
The 15 hits.
Yeah. 6 points of piercing. And then the rest we're going 1, 2. The normal 2 into you. Nat 1 and a 4. And then a 15. Nope.
Stop asking when it's not 22.
Oh, yeah.
That's Bear?
Yeah, that's
Fair.
that's out the gate. He's an
I'm
artificer.
not giving you freaking plate mail on Artificer ever again, Jesus.
Yeah, you ruined it for everyone
Yep,
else.
no shit.
Yeah. He's an artificer.
Alright, well then he is going
I
to.
still have 20.
Yeah.
He's gonna slam. I mean, that's hittable.
That's it's better. It's better.
I gotta be like plus 10 to hit you on average.
Artificers, they
Which means I'm gonna get hit with everything.
they fuck
Yeah,
up the curve.
I was just getting ready
They
to
fuck up
say.
the curve for everyone
So
else.
now you two are gonna get slammed by these missiles. So 2 into you, Bryant. So
Is this the guy?
20. Yeah.
Is Riel
He's
disadvantage?
Oh, that's right.
He's talking.
A 22
Missed.
onto you.
Yep,
Okay,
missed.
so then the next one, 18. That
Missed.
misses. 1 onto you. This is disadvantage again. 16. Oh, barely.
The only way he's not disadvantaged is if he hits.
Ooh, that's like max damage too.
That's fuck. There's nothing I can do about that. My reaction don't.
Yeah, that's 32 points of necrotic damage. He has max almost,
Damn.
dude. It's 40, 10 plus 3.
Damn!
Yep.
You shot out like 3 of them? Damn! You're still up?
I have 2.
Did you use your action to uncanny dodge? Nice.
And then,
Nice.
Did you uncanny dodge it?
That's what
Yeah.
I assume. That's the only reason he's still up.
Yeah, I would have.
alright, and then he's just gonna pulse out once more. This black aura, as it goes, it waves out and then comes in. It doesn't do damage this time, but you feel part of your life force somewhat drained. And you feel him and you see him gain some vitality, though not much. Not much at all. Alright, that is the end of all of that. It is on to you now, Mr. Auto Gnome.
I just crit him.
What turn? Did he just take a turn?
Yeah, he did this.
He saved at the end of his turn. The paralyzation, right? We had
Right.
looped around back then.
Right,
Did that happen on the skeleton's turn?
Yeah, he even though he can't like do stuff, I just burn through all of his legendary shit.
okay,
That way I can use
I
whatever.
did 14 damage.
He's on his
My
lap.
first- With my first attack.
I'm not gonna get through all that, so I'm like, I'll just burn.
What's 13 plus fucking 8? 21, is that hit him too?
Yep.
21.
I still have not used my inspiration. 7 more damage, so a total of 20.
He is very, very weak. I mean, spewing up blood, coughing. You see him like limping, barely holding himself up. All right, what you doing over there, Mr. Pole Boy?
You're gonna do that. Yeah.
You make the attempt.
Steady aim.
I think I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna bonus action, steady aim, so I have advantage.
He looks at you, just
I just rolled an 18.
Yep.
Fish for the clear.
fish for it.
Alright, 18. It's gonna be 20 something.
Yep,
to
that
hit.
hits. Just breathing with blood spewing. You just see this purple aura just draining from him.
8 plus 4. 12.
How do you end him?
15 piercing damage.
He's dead. You're just gonna go in and
I will cut his head off.
Alright, so you wanna go up, you wait a minute, you go in, make a couple and then you pull a short sword and quick with a backhand motion, just clean off. Swift motion. As you do so, you see the head. You see everybody turn and look. Most of the citizens and everybody's fled now. At that moment, you see all of the skeletons. They fall. You notice in a moment the 2 henchmen that are standing still alive next to him. They turn, they look at each other, and they immediately run. Do you
Can I get
attack
an
them?
attack opportunity
If you want to, yep.
Oh, yeah, I'll do that. I'm gonna use Booming Blade on the one in front of me.
Okay.
I finally get to use my Bardic Inspiration. 15.
Yep, that hits.
14.
That hits.
Okay, so he takes.
They have both
7.
less 5 than HP. 5.
I had mine for 7.
So as they turn, you just
Yeah.
and you both in their backs just see them fall. You see the bodies all now before you. You see guards now kind of running in late now that everything's been taken care of. You notice they're there now to help and aid in some way. So, we're sorry we just showed up. We just heard the commotion from the other end of the town. Oh my god. And they
It
see the
sucks.
bodies laid there. You see a bunch of the citizens It was Rudenvale! He was turning, and then you see a body over there. Now you see a person kind of looking at the bag, and a boy kind of unzips it, and you hear Beatrix's voice, and she kind of starts crawling her way out, and you see this changeling, white-skinned female crawl out as she looks in her silky white hair. She gets out, and she starts hugging the boy, and she turns, and she sees the body of Rudenvale and everybody before you. As she comes up, she just almost drops to her feet. As she does so, you see now Marcus Yorwood making his way up. As he does so in the middle of the night, he walks over to her and he picks her up. There are now guards following him, marked within pristine Yorwood fashion, bright silver with like orange and gold, with almost like this brown symbol in their chest. As they walk in and spear, they surround the circle, and you see people bringing in and start immediately removing bodies. You hear Marcus. We will not speak of this. The festival will go on. He just sits next to Beatrix, consoling her. He then turns and you see a guard come by and they usher her off very quickly. She gets into her carriage and she's immediately escorted off the premise in a matter of seconds, still crying. He walks over and you see her, you see him, he kind of wipes some blood from his hand with a towel and he kind of makes his way over to you guys. Well, that was a little quicker than I anticipated. But I'm glad we made a decision before the dinner tonight. 20,000 each, like I promised. You see him and just... We don't speak of this. Go disappear for a year. Build a house, do whatever. Don't tell anybody where you got the money. Next time I see or speak of you, I'll have a business proposition. But until the next elections, or at least until I need you to vanish again. Take the money, do what you must. Leave the cloud tops if you must. But get out of here. Stay for the night. Enjoy the fireworks. But then leave. And don't turn back. I'll handle the rest of this, and I'll deal with Rudenvale and the rest of the bodies, as well as any of the other corruption and those that were working under him.
Oh, you might want these. And search his tent.
And he takes the letters and he looks and he's... This is probably running deeper than I think. We appreciate your help. I know that this is kind of a one-off, but till next time, good luck in your adventures. And try and stay out of trouble with that gold. Don't go flashing it around or you won't be holding on to it for too long. You take it and each one of you look and it's just filled with just tons and tons of platinum. I mean, you literally just have like a satchel full of platinum. You guys can kind of sling it over. As you do so, the guards kind of clear you out of the area, and waiting on the other, kind of walled off by a couple guards now from Yorwood, you see Orthek and a couple other citizens. And as you come walking up, everybody is kind of sitting there, and she sees you. You're okay.
Of course, mate.
Well, I've been waiting, and the fireworks are getting ready to start, and she kind of points over to the hill, and you see there's like this huge hammock. I mean, everybody's kind of got a blankie, you know, kind of on. No, not hers. It's like the fucking biggest redneck fucking, like, big old white dude, like this big old, like, hanging basket just stuck right in, blocking half the people's view. She's like, it's waiting for us.
Let's go make some trouble.
Let's go. You guys grab hands and the rest of you guys go off. You guys walk for a few moments, and after a couple moments go by, you guys see that the fireworks start kind of being lit and everything starts going off in a decent manner. You guys enjoy the rest of about an hour and a half. You see a pretty awesome fireworks show. Even though it was tested, tons of shit went wrong and was short-fused, and you saw a bunch of gnomes and halflings just scatter around while a bunch of fireworks just kind of chased them around for about half the time.
What are you doing again? Oh,
He's getting laid, baby.
I'm
He's
hanging
hammock humping.
Yeah, it's quite difficult. I'm an acrobatic guy though, so
What do you do?
I'm planning to use my gold to fund my project to build a god.
What? I mean, like right now.
actually slide that in.
As soon as he saw the gold, he's
Like
like,
right now, what do you like?
That is exactly what I'm doing. Like everybody just sees like a suit of armor. I'm in there with a notebook, like sketching, playing this out.
He's got an abacus.
All right, so while he's getting laid and he's sketching, my dude's gonna take the whole bag of gold and just dip.
so you just turn, you see everything happening, and under the night, knowing that the adventuring life never ends and never stops, you go on the road, you turn, you take your 20,000 gold,
Oh,
and
no, I'm talking about the whole bag.
No, there's 3 different bags.
Oh,
These
no,
are
there's
bags.
one bag of
no,
gold.
each.
No, we're not. I wasn't gonna leave 20,000 fucking gold laying.
He's like, I just take this shit.
Nah,
He touches my bag, he dies.
I will be there with
And
you,
at that note,
Mr.
the
Tui.
black curtains start closing under the
You got
fireworks,
2
and
HP, I got
everybody
40.
What if I
arguing.
still sleight of hand?
And at this point,
Still sleight of hand?
that
I
is
have
the
me
end.
and my
Yeah,
pro
yeah,
looking out for
The
me.
bickering and the arguing, you can go ahead, but we're still closing curtains.
yeah.
The fireworks are going off, the popcorn's being had, everybody's doing their thing under the
Catches
fireworks
me,
sky.
I have 2 HP. Catches me.
I use
knocks-
create bonfire on
knocks-
them immediately.
All this is happening, everybody's looking up like, ooh, ah, and you guys are just like,
Burning them.
give me my, just running up.
What'd you say you were
You have to
doing?
roll it. You have to
You
roll
see like a shifter running with like half fur just singed
You have
off.
to roll a dex save.
It's like a Looney Tunes clone.
Yes, it's
What did
just,
you say you were doing in your?
and that's all we're gonna do. So
You're
thank you, that's the one
I'm
shot
to build a god.
and the Rudenvale Festival.
Yeah.
Till next time, guys.
Beatrix lives.
That's it. Beatrix lives, that's right.
Yes.